Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of our story. If you like this WhatIf story and want to see part 3rd, let me know in the comments below. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, check the description for more great content and my playlist. This story was posted by OneTonzSoup on Wattpad. Now let's start. Saturday, 8 p.m. POV. Almost at midnight we see two teens walking around the city. Hey, Izuku-kun, why do you think they wanted us to go to the base earlier? Toga said. Izuku wasn't paying any attention to the yellow-haired girl, which caused her to get annoyed. Hey, Izuku said, shocked. Why are you ignoring me? She said while frowning. Right, sorry, I was just thinking about how you look better with your normal hair instead of extensions. He stuttered, and this statement made Toga blush more than usual. Aw, Izuku-kun's so nice, thank you my love, she said while touching her usual messy buns. Izuku stared at her for a second, which made her confused. What's wrong, Izuku-kun? Do you want a embrace or something, maybe more dashed? He cut her off by her cheek, which made her surprised. Just my cheek? Really? She sighed. I guess that's fine. I could do way more than that, you know. He teased her, which made her blush. Shut up, she stuttered. All of a sudden Toga got a call from 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 Toga. Toga picked up the phone from her pocket and answered the call. Toga. Hey 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, what's up? Oh, you want Izuku-kun? Izuku got surprised. All of a sudden, Izuku, he wants me. Toga nodded and gave Izuku the phone. Izuku, yes Kuro. What? Toga got curious because of his expression. Toga, what's wrong Izuku, he wants me to join the league. One. Toga, what? Why, you don't have to accept. Izuku, I guess I'll join and help you out with this mission. I mean, I have nothing to lose, right? 1A already hates me. I have my reasons. Izuku whispered the last part to himself. Izuku, yeah, I'll see you later Kuro. Toga, you're joining the league Izuku turned around to Toga and gave her a little smile. Izuku, I'll be able to spend more time with you, right? This made Toga blush. Toga, why, it'll be fun having you on the team Izuku, wait, I want to take you somewhere. Toga, Izuku, you'll see. Toga, Izuku grabbed Toga bridal style and used 5% to jump and dash on a building. Toga, Izuku, hold on. Take it easy, geez Izuku, when have I ever done that? Toga, shut up. Time skipped to 10 minutes later, brought to you by Toga hitting Izuku for making dirty jokes. Izuku, we're here. Toga looked around the unfamiliar scenery and watched as Izuku walked to the front door of the house they were at. Toga, where exactly are we? Izuku, geez Toga, be patient. Toga, whatever. Toga rolled her eyes like an impatient child as Izuku knocked on the door. Sorry, I'll be there in a second. The mysterious person opened the door to reveal a green-haired lady. Toga, who is this? Inko, Izuku. My Izuku. Inko rushed up to Izuku and gave him a tight hug. Izuku, I see, can't breathe. Inko quickly stopped hugging him. Inko, sorry Izuku. Toga, While Izuku was catching his breath, Inko looked behind him and saw the cat-eyed girl. Inko, and who is this? Izuku, this is my friend and new classmate Himiko. Toga whispered to him. Toga, why would you tell her my full name, idiot? Izuku, she doesn't know the league. It's fine, he whispered back. Inko, well, hello Himiko. Come inside kids, it's gonna start raining soon. Himiko, okay. They walked inside and sat on the couch. Inko, are you hungry? You too? Izuku, well, we didn't eat since morning, but Inko, my children, are you okay? You're not pale or have a fever, Inko started to feel their faces to see if they weren't sick. Izuku, we're okay, geez. Toga started giggling a little. Toga, your mom is nice. Izuku, and Izuku, yeah, but she can get too defensive sometimes. Izuku chuckled. Inko, you call him Izuku? That's so cute. Are you guys dating? Izuku, Toga started blushing a deep shade of red. Inko, okay, sorry, I'll go make some 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. Okay kids, go sit in Izuku's room while I make it. Toga, yes Ms. Inko, just call me mother. Okay Himiko dear. Toga stared at this woman, surprised that she was this nice to her, even more so than her dear mother. Toga, thank you, Mom. Inko smiled and headed into the kitchen to prepare the ingredients for the 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. Toga, come on Izuku, wait, I still didn't clean my room. Toga. She ignored him and dragged him to a room that had a label that said Izuku on the door. She opened the door and closed it. Toga, I thought you said your room was dirty. Izuku, I thought I kept the All Might posters up. I mean he hardly talks to me nowadays Toga. Why? Izuku, he's usually busy training 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Todoroki. He said he doesn't need to train me anymore Toga. That's stupid Izuku, right? He's just generally rude I guess, but it's whatever. They both sat on Izuku's bed and Toga turned to face him. Toga. Hey Izuku, what happened in your past? I mean you don't have to tell me, but I was just curious since you and the blonde boy don't get along well. Izuku. Oh, that was sudden. I mean I guess I can tell you Toga. Really? Izuku. Yeah, Midoriya sighed as Toga got ready to listen. Izuku. So it all started when I was a kid. Me and 𝗏𝗏𝗏 used to be best friends, but as soon as I was told that. Izuku started tearing up a bit. Toga. Hey, you don't have to continue Izuku and Izuku. No, it's fine, I want to tell you. When I was told that I was quirkless it ruined my life. Toga got confused. Izuku. Before you say anything you may be wondering, what, but you have a powerful quirk? Well, this isn't my quirk. Toga. What do you mean? Izuku. This is All Might's quirk. He gave it to me actually. Toga was shocked. Toga. So you're the successor of One for All, right? Izuku. Yes, wait, how did you know that? Toga. Well, All for One told me before he got locked up. I guess I got curious and he just told me about it. Izuku. Ah, that makes sense. Toga. Sorry, continue. Izuku. When I found out I was quirkless at the hospital, my mom and I was devastated. Whenever I was watching pro heroes fighting I would start tearing up thinking, man, I wish I had a quirk. My mom would see this and start tearing up as well. Instead of saying, you can be a hero too, she just would always say, I'm sorry Izuku, in between her crying. He paused for a moment and looked at Toga who was listening very hardly. Izuku. The thing is I didn't need her to say, I'm sorry, or blame it on herself for having a weak quirk. What I truly needed was for her to say, you can be a hero too Izuku. But enough of that CRP. When I started to get older, like around 5, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 would bully me for not having a quirk. I would still follow him around like a little dog. This continued into middle school. Toga. Why didn't you tell anyone? Izuku. The teachers would bully me too. Toga. What the hell? Izuku. Right, the bullying got so bad that he started to physically hurt me and eventually told me to. He paused once again. Izuku. He told me to go commit suicide. Toga was speechless. Izuku. Yeah, I thought about it a little. What if I actually went and killed myself? What would he do then? Or, I would love to see his face if I just jumped and landed right in front of him. Toga. Izuku. Izuku. I know that sounds selfish, but you know. Then I met All Might and he told me I couldn't be a hero without a quirk. Rude for a pro hero to say, right? But he ended up giving me this quirk anyways. So now look at me becoming a villain instead of the hero he wanted me to be. Toga. You know my past is pretty similar to that. The society thing and all. To sum it up, people were disgusted with my quirk and I got bullied and abused by my parents because of that. I had to lie and keep a mask on my whole life pretending to be this amazing girl with a normal life. But I finally had it and my mask broke apart revealing my true disgusting self. One Izuku. Toga, I'm so sorry for that. It's not your fault that you got a quirk that you couldn't choose. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Toga. Yeah, if I saw you one day I would be friends with you. Izuku. And Izuku smiled at this and patted Toga's head while leaning in for an embrace. Inko. Kids, I'm done with the Katsudon. Inko immediately closed the door. Izuku. Mom, it's not what it looks like. Toga. I really thought something was going to happen. Toga frowned, which made Izuku blush from embarrassment. Time skip to Izuku and Toga leaving Inko's home. Izuku. Bye mom. Izuku gave Inko a big hug. Inko. Bye Izuku and my daughter-in-law. Izuku froze. Inko. I was just joking. Kinda. Bye Himiko dear. Toga. Goodbye Inko. Izuku and Toga walked off. Izuku. Geez, she almost gave me a heart attack with the daughter-in-law thing. Toga. What? You don't want to marry me, Izuku-an. Izuku. Himiko, we're not even dating. Toga. Yet Izuku looked at her and then looked away, being the flustered guy he is. Toga. Man, I'm bored. Izuku. You always are. Toga rolled her eyes. Toga. Ooh, let's go do some crimes. Izuku. What? I never did a villain crime ever in my life. Izuku. Except that one time with Ida. Or that other time saving 𝗏𝗏𝗏. One, his thoughts were cut off. Toga. It'll be fun. Izuku. Fine, since I'm basically a villain now. Kind of. Toga. But first, we need to get you suited up. Izuku. What? Toga dragged him around the city looking for an open clothing shop. 12 minutes later, 8:45 p.m. Toga. Oh, let's go here. Izuku. He looked up and saw that familiar place 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. Izuku, well if you insist. Toga and Izuku walked into the store worker. Hello, how may I help you? Toga. Yes, I would like to buy some clothes for my friend here. Izuku walked on the side of Toga worker. Oh my. Deku, is that you? Izuku, yeah, in the flesh. He chuckled a little. Toga. Come on, come on. Izu, we need to get some cool villain clothes for you. Worker, villain clothes. Izuku, geez, she's so careless. Why, yeah, it's for cosplay. Worker. Oh well, it wouldn't matter anyways. Many villains come here for shopping. Izuku, really? I never knew. Worker. Yeah, well, it's true. Look at our villain-inspired section on the left of me. Midoriya looked to the left of the lady and saw clothes from Shigaraki-based to stain-based clothes. Izuku, wow, that's a lot of clothes. Toga, try this one on Izu. She handed him a white button-down shirt with a black vest and black tie. Izuku, fine, fine. He walked into the dressing room 4 minutes later. Toga, come on Izu, hurry up. Izuku walked out. Toga, oh my jeets. Toga's nose started bleeding. Izuku, Toga, are you okay? Time skipped to when Toga had to put a tissue in her nose because of the hotness she received. Toga, something's missing. Izuku, Toga, do a manic face. Izuku, I mean I can try. Toga, FM, 5 take 2 3. Toga, wow Izu, you look so good as a villain, it kinda turns me on. Izuku, oh really? Toga, but since you're an undercover villain we'll need to wait for that later, so try this on. She handed him some clothes. Izuku, okay. When he got out he was wearing this 3-2. The suit also had a skull on it to match the mask, and it had a small top hat to hide his hair, and he had black 𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗘 gloves on. Toga was surprised that he looked good in everything. Toga, Izu, what's your villain name? Izuku, Deku. Toga, idiot, that's your hero name. Izu, alright, how about cryptic? Toga, mysterious, I like it. Hey worker lady. I would like to have him wear this out, and I would like to buy this black suit and this as well. Worker, of course. 9:02 p.m. The two were back at the base before they went out to cause trouble. Toga, hey losers, we're back. Dabi, what's with the new fit? It's pretty cool. Izuku, it's my third. No, fourth villain outfit. Shigaraki, why did you get him for? Toga, I got him 2 for while he's an undercover villain, and I got 2 others for when he's full villain, you know, twice. Right, makes sense. Toga, did you make the weapons? 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏, yes I did. Here Midoriya. Izuku. 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 handed him 3 sharp green custom-made knives with the word cryptic on them. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏𝗏 also handed him a custom-made pistol with a green handle on it, but the rest of the gun was black. It also had the word cryptic on it. The bullets had the word cryptic on them as well. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏𝗏, oh right here. He handed him a green bat with spikes on it with the word cryptic on it. Izuku, whoa, I never held a weapon besides a kitchen knife. Toga, don't worry Izu, I'll teach you while we go commit crimes. Dabi, what's? I wanna go too. God damn it. 1. Toga, chill dabs, you can go. Geez Shigaraki, well have fun I guess. I'd rather stay here twice, right? Toga, you're missing out. The 3 leave the base. 9:24 p.m. The trio committed small crimes like stealing, etc. Dabi, guys, let's rob a bank. Izuku, dude, it's 9 p.m. Toga, please Izu. Izuku, fine. Tuya's driving the car this time though. Dabi, whatever. Cryptics. 10 minutes later. Izuku, alright, we're here, what's the plan? Toga, so Dabi stays in the car. I go through the front door to distract the people and the guards. While I distract them you go through the vents. I looked at the layout and you should be able to fit through there. Once you go in the vents just go forward and you'll be right in the vault. We got the bomb, so place it right in front of the metal door of the vault and set it to 20 seconds. But do that after you steal the money. The explosion won't get to you as much if you stay on the other side of the room, okay? If there are people waiting on the other side we'll deal with them. Dabi, if we need any help we'll call you. Dabi, alright cool. Izuku, wow you're so smart. Himiko. Toga, Izu. Dabi, stop flirting. Toga, jealous. Dabi, shut up. Just go. I'll set a timer for 30 minutes, so hurry up losers. Izuku, alright let's go. Toga, right. Toga walks up to the door casually while Izuku jumps on the building and puts his hoodie and mask on with Toga, hello, I would like to make a withdrawal. Bank worker, how much? Toga, 400,000 yen, please. Bank worker, of course, can I check your card first? Toga, oh yeah of course, let me get it. Toga smiled and reached into her pocket. Toga, here it is. She pulled out a knife and held it to the cashier's throat. Toga, don't do anything or I won't hesitate to cut your throat wide open. She smiled once again and took her hoodie off. Toga. Toga in the flesh. Hee hee. Every customer started to panic and tried to run out of the building, but she started to throw knives all around the place, which caused them to fall on the ground, shitting themselves. To Toga. Thanks. While she was doing that, the worker already called the police behind her. Bank worker. Maybe pay attention to your surroundings next time. Love member. Toga. Bank worker. I contacted the police and the pros, so you'll be R. Before he could say anything else, he was stabbed in the city by Toga. Toga. Maybe pay attention to your surroundings next time, Mr. Bank worker. She smiled and proceeded to stab his heart with pure pressure. Toga. Don't try to escape. Dabi is outside and he's happy to light anyone on fire who tries to leave. The customers sat back down quietly as Toga started to bite down on the worker's arm and SEK his BLD. Toga. I haven't had this in a while. Cryptic, how's it going back there? Izuku. Yeah, I'm crawling into the vault right now. Toga. Good. Izuku. Toga, there's a. All she could hear was static. Toga. Cryptic. Cryptic. Are you there, Crypt? Toga. F. Hopefully he's okay with Izuku. Izuku. God, you really wanna die, don't you? Police officer guard. Well, if it isn't a new LOV member. Oh, I'm so scared. Being a villain really is pathetic. Izuku. Same as being a police officer. Too scared to be a hero. Police officer guard. Shut the hell up, I'm gonna take you down. What's your name? Villain. Izuku. Cryptic, and that will be the last name you ever hear from police officer guard. Really, huh? Before Izuku could do anything, the guard pinned him down to the floor. Izuku? Oh, is it she? You're really strong. Police officer guard. Before I shoot your brains out, do you got anything to say? Izuku. Wow, I thought you were supposed to arrest me, huh? You can lose your job for killing me. The police officer pulled the gun closer to his head. Izuku? Okay. Well, I guess I can say something for my last minute on this earth. Police officer guard. Hurry up, god damn it. Play this while he's talking so you know where I got it from. Izuku. If you kill me, can you send a letter to my girlfriend? She's the best piece of butt I've ever had. It's the least you could do. Police officer guard. Okay, sure. What's her name and address? Izuku started laughing. Police officer guard. Why the hell are you laughing? Izuku, you don't know your own mother's name and address. To police officer guard. You think Izuku used 5% and pushed the guard off him. Izuku. Oops, I think you missed your chance. It's time for you to die. Police officer guard. Like you could kill me. Izuku spoke too soon. Izuku was behind him already and stabbed his arm to the ground and then knocked the gun out of his hand. Police officer guard. WHC cryptic. Izuku pulled his hat and mask off. Izuku. Boo. Police officer guard. The hero INT training Deku. WIW. Izuku. Too late, he shot his Izzy, which caused him to die. For Izuku put his hat and mask back on. Izuku. H. Gross. There's BLD all over me. My Louis Vuitton suit. God, this stupid police officer. For Izuku picked up his phone and dialed Toga. Toga. Cryptic. Are you okay? What happened? Izuku. Toga, I killed someone. Like this is my first time. Toga was surprised in a way and she whispered. Toga. Ah, Izu, I'm so proud. Izuku used his finger with his gloves on to trace. Cryptic was here, and he left one of his bullets in the officer's mouth. He then put the bomb in front of the vault and decided to time himself instead of setting it to 20 seconds. Izuku. Alright, I set the bomb to 5 minutes. Toga. Good, because the heroes should be here in 11 minutes. Izuku then picked up all money from the vault using 3% in less than 4 minutes and stood in the corner waiting for the bomb to explode. Izuku. 3. 2. Boom, the vault opened and sirens went off. 1. Toga. Alright, Cryptic, I'll be waiting in the main room. Izuku. I'll be there. He hanged up and rushed to the main room, knocking out any officer in his way. Dabi called. Izuku. Dabi. The pros are here, but they didn't spot me. Come on guys, hurry up. Izuku. Is that Endeavor? Toga. Of course they would get higher-ups to come after us. Out of nowhere, the pros busted into the bank's main room. Endeavor. Your time is up. League. Izuku. Wait. Out of nowhere, the pros busted into the bank's main room. Endeavor. Your time is up. League. Izuku. WhatIf. Izuku and Toga were surrounded by heroes. Camus. Did we really have to get kids to help us on this? Endeavor. Well, their quirks could be of good use to us. Izuku looked at the side of Endeavor and saw his son Shoto Todoroki. Right next to him was Bakugo, Kirishima, 𝗬𝗎, and Uraraka. As the main heroes were talking, the extras, they safely brought the civilians to safety outside. 𝗬𝗎. Wait guys, look, I've never seen this one before. Kirishima, new member maybe 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I don't give a damn, new member or not, we're kicking there but Todoroki, right Izuku? Man Toga, I didn't think the UA brats would be here. Kevin Toga patted Izuku's head and whispered, Toga, it's fine, Dabi should be here in 3, 2 out of nowhere. Dabi blasted in with his blue flames. Dabi, I should have just came in here with you guys earlier, huh? Izuku, oh hey Dabi, don't say that ever again bro. Izuku, yay, that was really cringy. I definitely won't say that again. Out of nowhere, Izuku punched a guard he knocked out earlier from behind him. Toga, how in the Izuku, that's weird. Might be because of my other quirk 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Man shut up your yapping and fight Kirishima. Where's your leader Shigaraki, huh? Izuku, I think he's at the base making tonkatsu, isn't he? Wait, let me count. Uraraka randomly charged at Toga, which she obviously dodged with her high-level defensive skills. Toga, rude, why would you try to attack me? Izuku, hey. Dabi. What Izuku, do you like my red eyes? They're so cool, huh? I did them because Toga likes red. Do you like them? Dabi slapped him. Dabi, man shut up. Izuku, ouch. Go to hell Dabi. Did you SCK too much of his BLD again? Toga, maybe. Endeavor, charge at them. Izuku, geez, it's like they want to die. Man Dabi agreed. As soon as weak hero by weak hero started to charge them, Izuku knocked each one of them out with a singular blow of wind power using 8% of one for all. Toga was still fighting Uraraka as Dabi was in a heated argument with 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Out of nowhere a portal opened and 3 familiar faces walked out. Shigaraki, what did you guys get into now? Kurohige picked up the money bags and walked back into the portal before anyone else could get to it twice. Man, I was having fun playing Mario Karts with Shigaraki. Dabi, stop complaining dude. Shigaraki, what are you two doing? Stop playing around. The love turned to Izuku and Toga, who were just using their knives to carve funny faces on the knocked out people's stomachs with their BLD. No one even noticed them. One Izuku, oh right, we're supposed to be fighting Toga. Oh, I was having fun. She frowned as she walked back to the lava. Uraraka had to stop fighting her because she couldn't get to touch Toga with her quirk because Toga was too fast for her. Uraraka, come on, fight us, villains. Todoroki, wait, shouldn't we ask questions before they leave? It looks like they won't attack us. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, whatever, they're too scared. Endeavor, I mean if that's what you want. Shigaraki, I guess we can answer some lame questions. Shigaraki said while leaning on the wall drinking some alcohol. Izuku, can I get some? He turned at Izuku and frowned. Shigaraki, you're still a minor, so no. Izuku, what? But you're 19. The legal age to drink is 20. Shigaraki. Izuku, exactly. Izuku grabbed the glass from his hands and threw it on the floor. Shigaraki, why the hell would you do that? Izuku, oops. Shigaraki, I'll let it slide. The heroes turned to the villains. Kirishima, so who's the new guy? 𝗏𝗏𝗏, does he think he's stronger than me? Like hell he does. Izuku, this guy has got a big mouth on him. He sighed. Todoroki, let them speak, we need answers. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, whatever. Toga, this is cryptic. Uraraka, why won't he use his real name like you members? Toga, because he's a UA student in disguise. Every hero, he. Toga smiled. Toga, just kidding. Izuku, don't scare them like that. Toga started laughing. Toga, you all totally fell for it. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, Tithisu, well, how old is cryptic? Izuku, oh wow, I feel like a celebrity. I mean I am, but, Aizawa, isn't he childish for a villain? Izuku walked up to Aizawa, which made them charge up their quirks. Aizawa, what do you want, villain? Don't try anything. Izuku patted Aizawa's head. Izuku, Aizawa-sensei, don't act like that. He frowned. Aizawa, I'm not your sensei, you villain. Izuku, how rude. Izuku jumped back to the LOV and used Black Whip to drag Uraraka over here. He whispered to Toga. Izuku, everything I say is a lie, okay? So just don't believe it. Toga nodded and watched him. Izuku, well, aren't you cute? What was your name? Uraraka, I think. Uraraka blushed at seeing this boy who looked kind of like Deku say this to her. Uraraka, don't touch me, villain. Izuku, no need to act like that. Princess, he whispered into her ear, trying not to throw up. She blushed and didn't say anything. Izuku, ah, you're so cute when you blush, my darling. Toga was jealous but didn't say a word because she knew what Izuku was doing. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, the hell are you doing? Uraraka couldn't say a word. She just let the villain hold her because this was the first time someone called her cute besides her ex-boyfriend. Izuku Midoriya. Uraraka, get off me villain. She started struggling when she finally realized people were watching them. Izuku, don't be like that doll. He brushed her hair out of her face and gave her a genuine fake smile. Uraraka blushed even more and looked away. Todoroki, let her go. Dabi, geez, no need to yell. Dude. Izuku dropped her and she fell to the ground. He crouched to the floor and whispered in her ear. Izuku, sorry princess, your friend's orders. Uraraka got up and walked back to the hero's flustered Toga. She really fell for that, huh? I guess she is easy after all, she dated Bakugo. Todoroki shot ice at Izuku for messing with his dear classmate, and Dabi got in front of Izuku because of this action and used his cremation fire to easily burn it. Todoroki's ice hit Dabi's arm, but it easily melted since Dabi is resistant to ice. 9. Cold resistance. Dabi is resistant to extreme cold or ice-based attacks, a trait he inherited from his mother. Izuku, thanks Dabi. Anytime cryptic. Todoroki, SHT, my quirk is extremely weak to his. I wonder why. If I just attack Toga, she wouldn't have the chance to pull any quick moves. Todoroki charged up his right side. Todoroki, mini ice wall. Bakugo, wait, what the hell are you doing? The place will be cold, but hell, dumbass. Todoroki, I got this. Todoroki let out his attack, which surprised the villain's Toga. Cryptic, it's coming right towards you. Izuku, don't worry. Tog. Out of nowhere the attack totally changed directions towards Toga. Dabi, Toga, watch out. Toga tried dodging the attack, but she only could halfway, which caused her arm to freeze and completely knock her out. Izuku, Toga. Shigaraki, SHT. Shigaraki called up Kurogiri and a portal appeared out of nowhere. Endeavor, you're not escaping this time. Villains. Shigaraki picked up Toga and threw her to Kurogiri. Shigaraki, you guys coming? Dabi, hell no. I want to give them a piece of my meat. Boom, there was smoke all over the place twice. Yeah, we should go right. Shigaraki, I forgot you were here despite how loud you usually are. But that's our K to leave. It seems like Toga awakened his parents' quirk, huh? Twice. Wow, rude. Shigaraki left through the portal. Kirishima started coughing. Kirishima, what's going on? Endeavor, I have no clue, but be ready for anything. Bakugo nodded with his signature grin. The smoke cleared out and what they saw surprised them. Pretend he's still wearing his villain suit so they don't recognize him. Still, they saw Cryptic with fire in one hand and in the other was him controlling Todoroki's quirk. Bakugo, what the hell? Pyrokinesis, the purported psychic ability allowing a person to create and control fire with the mind. Izuku used this to control Todoroki's fire. Todoroki then randomly started floating in the air. Bakugo, pink cheeks right now isn't the time. Uraraka, that's not me doing that. Bakugo. Todoroki froze his arm. Todoroki, see what's happening? Why is my quirk activating? Dabi took a picture and laughed. Dabi, gotta save this one. Izuku, Bakugo, wait, so that's not you controlling your quirk? Todoroki, super telekinesis, the purported psychic ability allowing a person to influence a physical system without physical interaction. This quirk isn't your normal telekinesis. The person with this quirk can control quirks that shoot out anything. For example, Mina's and Bakugo's quirk. ST, super telekinesis, can use Mina's quirk to force her acid to shoot at her instead of the person she's attacking, or ST can cause Bakugo's explosions to shoot towards him instead of the enemy. ST cannot control the person, only their quirk, except for a quirk like Kirishima's that is made within his body. This caused Izuku's quirk to use Todoroki's ice and shoot it at his arm. Without telekinesis, Izuku only would be able to control his fire quirk. Izuku, Dabi, what's happening? Dabi smirked. Dabi, don't worry, it's your parents' quirk mixed together. Izuku, but they're two different quirks. Dabi, no, your quirk is called Psychic. Izuku, I see. Well, now that I have my own quirks. He smiled. Izuku, let's have some fun, shall we? Dabi smiled at his friend. Dabi, Cryptic, that's the spirit. Dabi smiled at his friend. Dabi, Cryptic, that's the spirit. Izuku was still mad after what happened with Toga. Todoroki, what the hell? Let me down, villain. Izuku, why would I do that, huh? That wouldn't be fun at all. Dabi, dude, hurry up, we can't kill him right now, we were supposed to go home. Izuku, but, Dabi, finish whatever you were doing and come on. Izuku, fine. Izuku dropped Todoroki Bakugo. You dropped him that quickly. Dumbass Izuku, do you wanna die? Midoriya looked at him with terrific eyes. Bakugo, whatever. Izuku, next time endeavor your son won't be standing. Endeavor? Liar, my son's stronger than you. Izuku. Yeah whatever. Izuku sighed and a portal appeared. Dabi. Let's go bro. Izuku, it was fun seeing you heroes. Uraraka, let's go out for some brunch next time maybe. Izuku winked at Uraraka, which made her blush. Then Dabi and him walked through the portal. Endeavor. They went back into hiding. 10:43 p.m. with the Fab Six. Izuku, is Toga okay? 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, I can assure you she's perfectly fine. Izuku, God, that's a relief. Where is she? 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, she's in her room sleeping. You shouldn't go in there, her cold is horrible from the ice user's attack. Izuku ignored him and went upstairs to Toga's room. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, well rude. When Izuku made it to Toga's room, he opened the door. Izuku, whoa, I never went into her room before, it's really pretty. He walked to her bed where she was laying and sat down. Izuku, Toga, are you awake? To this, he heard no response. Izuku, I guess she's sleeping then. He looked at her one more time. She's really cute when she's asleep, her hair is down as well. He thought, Izuku, maybe one little embrace wouldn't hurt. He leaned in for an embrace when he opened his eyes to see that she was wide awake. Toga. Izuku, Toga. Toga and Izuku started blushing as both of them were surprised. Toga, what were you gonna do? She stuttered because her cold caused her to do this. Izuku, nothing, I'm just gonna go. Izuku got up to be pulled back into Toga's grasp and he landed straight on top of her with both of his hands being on the sides of her body. Izuku, Toga. Toga, please don't go. Izuku blushed at the girl's unusual needy personality. Izuku, Toga, do you have a fever or something? I can take you back to 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 if. Toga looked away, blushing and breathing heavily. Toga, please don't go. Izuku saw this and immediately shut up. Izuku, okay, I'll stay here. He got off of Toga and laid on the side of her for the next 5 minutes. They were laying on their side of the bed looking in the direction opposite of each other. It was completely silent before Toga said something. Toga, hey Izuku. This startled him. Izuku, why Toga? Toga, do you think I'm disgusting? I mean my quirk and all. Izuku looked serious. Izuku, I don't think you're disgusting, but your quirk is very unnatural. Toga looked confused. Toga, what does that mean? Izuku, well, I mean it's a unique quirk. The way it affects your blood lust is just cool, you know. If you could just transform all the time, that wouldn't make you, Himiko. Toga, the girl who's wanted for multiple deaths. There was a long silence. Izuku, I mean sometimes I got to thank your quirk for making you even want to talk to me at the camp attack. He started laughing a little. Izuku, but whatever I said, just forget it. Honestly, it made no sense. Toga hugged him. Toga, thanks Izuku. Izuku blushed and looked away. She laid his head on her lap. Toga, I love you. He was surprised once again, but he ended up saying it too. Izuku, I love you too. Himiko, her eyes widened. Izuku, would you be my girlfriend? Himiko. Toga, really? Izuku, you don't have to. I mean I was just. Toga cut him off by him. Toga, of course Izuku-an. Izuku looked back at Toga, who was smiling genuinely. Izuku, your genuine smile is cute, keep doing that. She looked down at Izuku and saw the same smile that she had on his face. Toga, yours is too. Izu, keep doing that. Izuku, I'm smiling. Man, I must look like a weirdo. Toga, it's cute, don't worry. They stared at each other again for a long while. It was silent, but it was a comfortable silence. Izuku got up from her lap and pinned her down to the bed, which she just allowed him to do, hoping something would happen that night. He whispered into her ear, Himiko, don't blame me for anything that happens tonight, okay? Toga simply nodded, and to that a contract was made. Izuku started taking off their clothes slowly. Toga said nothing and admired how her new boyfriend started to strip her naked, and once they were naked he admired how appealing she looked. Toga stopped staring. Izuku, that's not fair. You can't look at me naked and not expect me not to look at you. Toga frowned. Izuku, don't look sad. I didn't mean to make you frown. I mean your body's appealing. Himiko. Toga, there goes that innocent behavior again. She smiled. Toga, continue. Izuku nodded as he started to lean down and embrace her. Toga started because he was teasing her entrance while they were two. Toga, stop teasing me. Izuku started laughing at her sluggish words and stopped her. Toga forgot about the cold she had and pushed him away. Izuku, what's wrong? Himiko. Toga, if we continue you'll get my cold. Izu, Izuku looked confused. Izuku, I'm fine with that. Himiko. He got back on top of her, which made her blush. She then grabbed his neck and started to bite him. Izuku, hey Himiko, that tea tickles. He started to laugh. Toga, I really wanted to taste your BLD again. Sorry Izuku. Well, since you stole my BLD, I'm gonna have to steal something else from you as well. She looked confused. Toga, he whispered into her ear. Izuku, your virginity, my love. 3. This made her turn a deep red, but she didn't say anything after that. Izuku put his manhood at her entrance and slowly inserted it. But stop. Toga, Izuku, what are you doing? Izuku, should I really continue? Maybe if I got some motivation from Toga I would get moved to go on. Toga blushed and looked away, breathing heavily. Toga, please put it in me. Izuku. Izuku, what was that? Himiko, I didn't hear you. Toga, I need you inside me. Izuku. At this, Izuku slowly inserted his PP into Toga, making sure not to hurt her. Izuku, your aversion as well, right? Toga nodded while trying not to tear up at the immense pressure being pushed into her. Izuku stayed like that for a few minutes. Toga, you can move now. Izuku nodded and started to move his body into her. Toga, Izuku. Izuku gradually became faster over time, which made Toga even more. Izuku, does Toga enjoy this? Toga, shut up. She wrapped her arms around his neck to make him go even further into her too. Toga, she started to bite his neck once again. Izuku, wow. Why'd you do that? Toga, maybe don't F me so strong. Did you ever think of that? Izuku, I see how it is. You messed up big time. Himiko. Izuku charged up to 3% of One for All and started to ram into her. She started to even louder than before. Toga, Izuku, I'm sorry. He ignored her and went up to 4%, ramming into her. She grabbed the sheets and buried her face into them, blushing. Izuku slowed down. Izuku, did you learn your lesson? Himiko. She nodded, still from the pleasure. He continued to F her violently. Izuku, Himiko, I'm at my limit. Toga, do it inside me please. Izuku, what? You'll get PR'd in any. Toga, I'll take a pill, it's fine. One. He nodded and continued to slowly but hardly F her, stirring up her inside. She started to breathe heavily as he trusted one last time. Izuku, I'm coming. Himiko. Toga, he cummed inside her, which made her super loud. The league probably heard her. Toga, Izuku. Izuku covered her mouth. Sure you wouldn't want the others to hear us, would you? She nodded her head as they both laid down. Izuku sneezed. Izuku, what? I got your cold that quick? Toga laughed. Toga, I told you. Toga touched his nose. This made him blush. Toga, come on Izuku, let's go shower. Izuku, what again? Toga dragged him to the bathroom. 30 minutes later, after the bathroom incident, Izuku and Toga were walking downstairs to see the love chilling in the living room. Dabi, yo look, it's the lovebirds. Shigaraki, are you two finally dating? Izuku, twice. We heard you two in Toga's room. Izuku, really? Kurogyari, honestly it was super loud. I couldn't even watch the news. Toga, see Izu, I told you to stop ramming into me. Izuku covered her mouth and started blushing. Izuku, Toga, geez Dabi, but are you two finally dating? Izuku, why? Dabi, yes, finally. One. Twice. Should we throw a party? Shigaraki, definitely. Shigaraki ran up to their bar and poured some alcohol for Toga and Izuku. Izuku, he handed them both a cup. Toga, what is this? Toga pointed at the cup. Dabi, it's vodka. Izuku, can't drink this, we're minors. Twice. Chill, your villains. Do the rules really apply to you? Izuku looked at Toga, who was already finished with her cup, and asking Kurogyari to give her some more. Izuku, if you insist. Izuku drank his cup. 20 minutes later. Izuku, man Toga, you're really hot, we should have some fun. Haha. Izuku coughed. Toga, we already had fun. Izuku, I'm tired of you, you green little goblin, she said with slurred words and touched his nose, which made him chuckle. Dabi, okay, maybe this was a bad idea. Kurogyari, you think? Shigaraki, they look funny like this twice. It's kinda cute, you think? The two slipped on some water and Toga fell right on top of him. Toga, well Izuku, look at the situation we're in. Izuku, hotch situation, you can't talk correctly, loser. Toga, shut up, you can't talk either. Izuku, you wanna fight, huh? One. They stared at each other in anger and then started making out. Toga, I love you. Izuku, I love you too. Hiweok, they both fell asleep. Dabi, what the hell just happened? Shigaraki, don't ask. I'll take Midoriya, you take Himiko. Kuro. 1. Kurogyari, if I must. The two placed them on the couch. Dabi took a picture. Dabi, OSHT, let's post this on the main account. Shigaraki, Hell no, 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗏 will kill us. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏, a sacrifice to take 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗏. Fine. 7 minutes later. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗏, should I plan a funeral? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏, please do. Time skip to next morning. 11:03 am. Toga woke up confused while everyone around her was watching the news. Toga. She rubbed her eyes. Toga, what's going on, guys? Yesterday a new member of the LOV appeared. All we know is this member has black and/or green hair. We heard that it's not his real hair color, so if you see someone with green or black hair, please do not attack them. He also has red eyes, but we don't know if those are contacts or not. His name is cryptic and we do not know his real name, but we do know that he is around the age of LOV member 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏 and LOV member Toga. If you see this villain, please run away. He is heard to be very dangerous. Izuku yawned and put his arms behind his back, smiling. Izuku, I'm getting recognition already, huh? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏 high-fived him. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏, hell yeah. Izuku, I can't believe they thought it wasn't my real hair color. That makes everything so much easier for me. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗏, miss Himiko twice, don't check your phone. Toga checked her phone and saw millions of notifications. Toga, each what the hell? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏 and 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏. 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏, Toga checked her phone and saw millions of notifications. Toga, each what the hell? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏 and 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏. 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏, alright, let's begin. Toga, oh, you guys are so dead. Izuku, 𝗧𝗟𝗓 Himiko, the Toga shot him a death glare. Izuku, maybe you should do something, huh? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏, bro. The betrayal. 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏, shame on you. Deku. Toga chased 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏 and 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏 around, throwing knives at them. Izuku sat down and pulled up his phone to see that he was added to a group chat called 1A Idiots. Izuku, he stared at his phone confused. Toga, you better be lucky that I'm too tired to actually kill you. 𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏, thank God, twice. You good, member 6? Izuku, I just got added to some group. Twice? What do you mean? Izuku, Izuku got cut off by spamming in the chat and he signaled all of the LOV to sit next to him, which they nodded and sat down. Another's note. Bold equals texting, bold tilted and underline equals and great explosion murder god dynamite. Why the hell is the abusing beefy here? Ida, can you calm down? Bakugo. 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗏 is only here according to sensei's orders. Great explosion murder god dynamite. Like hell I would shut up. F4 eyes Momo. Bakugo is right. We cannot allow such a student in this chat. Alien Queen, guys chill, sensei's orders. Toga looked at the chat annoyed. Toga, can you add us? Izuku, I mean I can try. Himiko calls me Aizu. Hey, can I add my friends to the chat? Ida, I don't see a problem. They are future UA students. Great explosion murder god dynamite. Like hell those famous losers get TOB in our chat. Damn it, Uravity. Well, I kind of agree with Bakugo. Himiko calls me Aizu. Yeah, adding them anyways. Izuku added them to the chat. Toga. Finally Izuku calls me Himi. Hi. Hello future classmates. Uravity, geez why her? Alien Queen. OMG the matching names. Gyro I can't. Spotify Premium. I know right. One great explosion murder god dynamite. Ice not that serious. I hate my dad. Well Mr. Great Murder, I think it's cute. Great explosion murder god dynamite. ITS great explosion murder god dynamite. Not F murder Shiggy. Yeah whatever same thing. Great explosion murder god dynamite. Shiny Himiko calls me Aizu. Ida what happened on the news? Ida, there's a new villain out there. His name is Cryptic Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. He thinks he's cooler than US. Damn it. Himiko calls me Aizu. He kinda is Gene, and his quirk. Dude. Himiko calls me Aizu. Right, I think his telekinesis is cool. Izuku call me Himi. Yeah. I would love to get an interview with him. Manliest of all. Why would you want that? I mean they're villains. Todoroki. Well if you look at it, Deku is a villain for abusing Uraraka. So great explosion murder god dynamite. PFFT. Himiko calls me Aizu. Yeah whatever. Himiko call me Aizu. Left the chat. Great explosion murder god dynamite. What the hell Tsu? Why would he do that? I hate my dad. Because he can. L4 others left the chat. Uravity. These Dim and Ida, like I said they are our classmates starting tomorrow. Deal with them for now. Great explosion murder god dynamite. Teeth. Chat and Izuku. These Dim and I wanna stab there. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗏. Whoa chill out bro. Just ignore them alright. Izuku, F fine. Toga. Oh Aizu when you act like that it. Toga starts to rub her legs together picturing Seen in her head one Shigaraki. WH. Twice. Not in here Toga. Izuku. Toga has the hots for me. Dabi. Not in here. Damn it Izuku sighed Izuku. Another time okay Himiko. Toga frowned but nodded. Dabi checked his phone. Dabi. Hey guys, people are asking us for a fan meetup twice. Huh. Dabi. Today at 3 p.m. on the dot Shigaraki. We could do that right guys? They all nodded. Izuku. It would be my first time doing this Toga. Don't worry Izu, we're pros at this. Dabi. We usually host the meetups here but outside twice. Yeah, so we don't have to go anywhere, just dress up though. Izuku. Oh I see, alright I'll go change. Toga. Me too? Izuku. Toga, you're not coming with me. Toga. What? What? We've seen each other naked before. The love stood quiet. Izuku. Himiko, that's not the problem. Toga. Fine. Izuku sighed and walked to his room. When he arrived he was surprised. Izuku. Whoa, who decorated my room? It looks comfy. Izuku ignored this change and headed to his closet. Izuku. What to wear, what to wear? He smiled. Izuku. Perfect. He grabbed all his clothes and headed into the shower. 20 minutes later Izuku got out and dried his hair then combed it. After that he brushed his teeth. Izuku. Perfect. He took out his phone and decided to post a picture, pretend that it's him. 5 Izuku. Geez, my followers are so nice. He rubbed his head due to being flustered. Izuku. Alrighty, time to cook for the meetup since we have time to spare. AU. Basically he's cooking for them because it's like a party meetup. Since the fans are their guests they have to treat them to keep their identity secret. He walked downstairs and saw the league was ready. Toga. Hi Izus. Jean. Really you too? Izuku. He looked at Toga's outfit then he looked at the rest of the love's outfits. Izuku. Wait, were we supposed to be matching? Dabi wore this one, Shigaraki wore this one, Jean wore a gray sweater that said Fab Member 3 on it, and 𝗑𝐲𝐬𝐬 wore a casual black coat with a gray buttoned-up shirt. Shigaraki. Well no, it's odd that we all chose the color gray. Dabi. It's not odd. We're the DM in Fab 6, great minds think alike. Midoriya chuckled at this. Izuku. Well, ready to get this show on the road. Kuro. Tuya, assist me with cooking. Love, hide all the weapons. Toga. On it. Izu. Izuku. Jean. Shiggy, help clean up and prepare the pool. Shigaraki. Oh geez, on it boss man. All. Hi. Ayu. Hey. Forgot to mention how the house looks like it. Well there you are, cool right? That's only a part of it. Time skip. 5:27 p.m. After they had the meetup and cleaned everything up Izuku and the love were chilling on the couch with Izuku's arm around Toga's and Dabi's arm. The others were on their phone and 𝗑𝐲𝐬𝐬 was doing his own thing. Cough. Cooking? Twice. Sheesh dude, that felt longer than how it really was. Dabi. You can tell me that again bro. Shigaraki? All of the girls were fangirling over Midoriya the most and Dabi in some way twice. Haya, Toga-san was really about to kill them all. Toga. They're happy that I'm in disguise. As they were talking, Midoriya remembered something. Izuku. HF guys. Dabi. What's wrong Izuku bro? Izuku scratched his head. Izuku. I may have forgotten the curfew was at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays. Sorry. The group of teens and some young adults stood sly and Toga. Izu, you're so forgetful. Dabi. Bro, you idiot, we have to hurry before we're late dude. Shigaraki. Come on losers, we have to hurry since stupid Midoriya is dumb. Izuku. Sheesh, I said sorry twice. I kinda don't want to stay cramped in a room. Izuku. About that, we're all staying in our own rooms all. Ichi. Izuku. Well, Aizawa-sensei said that we could stay in our own rooms and use the extra one for hangouts. While we were gone the UA staff moved all of our things to the 5th floor. Toga. Huh, why? Izuku. Well, they said they didn't want popular students to have the same experience that the UA students had. Dabi? Oh, I see. Izuku. I showed them a picture of what you wanted your rooms to look at and they designed it for us. Shigaraki. That's why you asked us what we wanted our rooms to look like. Izuku. Yep. Dabi. Stop all the chat and let's go. Dabi dragged them to the Lumba limo. Izuku. Geez, someone's excited to see their room. Dabi. Well, we have to hurry up or we'll be late. They all got in the car and drove away. Shigaraki. 𝗑𝐲𝐬𝐬, did you get our weapons? Izuku. My precious knives. Toga. My precious knives. Dabi. Knife addicts. 𝗑𝐲𝐬𝐬. Don't worry, I already got our villain outfits and Midoriya's secret villain outfit. Izuku sighed in relief. Izuku. That's good. 40 minutes later, 6:21 p.m. the group were walking back with snacks because they were planning on staying up even though they aren't allowed to on Sundays. Izuku. Gee guys, why am I holding most of our stuff? Twice. Well, you do have multiple quirks that allow you to carry stuff. Izuku, Judd, why did I tell you guys about Toga clinged onto his arm Toga? Because you love Izuku, WL. He said this while using Black Whip and super telekinesis to carry the bags with the snacks and some of their things from the mansion. Dabi? Fine. I'll help Izuku. Thanks Dabi, you're the best. Dabi grabbed half of the things. Izuku, you know I was joking, right? I'm strong enough to hold this stuff. This is lightweight. Dabi. Itchy. So I am holding this for no reason. Izuku laughed and they all walked inside Shigaraki. The dorms. They looked around and saw that no one was in the common room. Twice. Sleep maybe. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, that would be odd. Toga, I'm so happy we don't have to deal with them. Izuku, alrighty guys, I'm gonna put all the snacks in the hangout room and then put your stuff up. All, thanks Midoriya/Izu. After he put their stuff up and they all took showers, Ayu, let's have a little pajama show off, shall we? This is Toga's outfit. Of course, substitute the one for all 4+ Ultra. She's wearing a black BR and black shorts. Then Izuku's with him having no shirt under the hoodie and red/black checkered sweat. He also had his striped gloves on. Dabi's, the red matches his hair. Shigaraki's, he's so full of himself. Twice wore a yellow shirt and shorts that were split in half with gray and black. You know his outfit, huh? 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 wore a purple long-sleeved shirt and black sweatpants. When they all got finished taking showers and got everything set, they walked back into the common room. Izuku, Himiko. Toga, Maizu. Izuku looked at her outfit and blushed. Izuku, why are you wearing where did you even get that from? Toga smiles. Toga, it's a secret. She looked at him. Toga, Izu looks so hot with that hoodie on. She walked towards him and started to zip his hoodie down. Izuku, hey Toga, wait, Dabi? Guys, we're still here, you know. Shigaraki, single lives matter 7 twice. Tamura is right bro. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, you too good. Toga stood there surprised when she took his shirt off. Not at his abs, but something different. Izuku stood silent as his girlfriend was tracing his stomach. Dabi, is something wrong? Dabi walked in front of Izuku where Toga was standing and stood silent. Toga, who did this to you? One. Izuku chuckled nervously. Izuku, did what? Himiko-san. Dabi, don't play with us. Izuku, guys, what should we eat? Shigaraki walked where the three was standing and was shocked as well. Shigaraki, why are there a big cut on your stomach? Izuku, it's just one. Guys, chill. The doctor said it'll go away in a few months. Toga, I don't care. Who did it? And why didn't I see it before? Izuku, let's not get hasty here, huh? Toga, I usually put skin paint over it, but I didn't know you guys would find out. Shigaraki and Dabi, who the hell did it? This startled him a little. Izuku, okay. A bully from my middle school cut my CST in the locker room while we were changing and it left this slash on my stomach. I told the nurse about it, but they ended up saying I was a liar and I just got scratched by a cat. Like, honestly, what kind of cat scratches this big? They stood silent as the other LOV members were enraged. Twice. What the hell? What's this guy's name? Izuku, I think it's best if 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, Midoriya. I think it's best if we knew. Izuku stood silent and slowly opened his mouth. Izuku, Katsuki Bakugo. They all were enraged, but 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓 calmed them down. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, let's deal with this another time, shall we? Dabi, whatever. Toga, well, Izu, I think it looks hot on you. She started to touch his scar, which made him groan a little. Izuku, Himiko, that tickles. Toga, you like that, don't you? Izuku, Shigaraki, pause. 2. Dabi walked over to Midoriya and put on his jacket and zipped it up. Dabi, no more. Toga, I wanted to continue. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, shall I cook? 1. Twice, I'll help. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, oh my. Jean knows how to cook. Twice, shut up gel head. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗓, wanna die. While the two were arguing and having a cooking competition, Shigaraki and Dabi were playing Among Us together, not paying attention to a thing, and Toga was sitting on the couch with Izuku. The couple were watching a romance show which made them get a little heated. A sex scene popped up. Keep in mind no one else paid attention, they were doing their own thing. Toga, oh Isaac, can I try that on you? Izuku, cert. Toga sat on his lap. Izuku, Toga, I didn't mean right now. Toga, really? She came up to his ear and whispered. Toga, your body language is saying otherwise. Izuku was indeed strong at this antic. His girlfriend pulled Izuku. What do why you mean? Toga, I mean this. Toga started to move on his lap, which made him groan a little. Izuku, Toga, I know Izu as they were about to continue of course one had to ruin it Kirishima. That study session was fun Kaminari, right dude Bakugo, shut up ketchup and mustard, you guys didn't get 𝗧𝗜𝗍𝗘? Bakugo is right Momo, sheesh guys, try harder please. Joe, like that would happen when they got down the stairs they were surprised. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗓, mistake this 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗓 through flour at twice. You're going go get it Shigaraki and Dabi were chilling on the other couch next to the kitchen Shigaraki, Tuya. Why the hell did you tell them you were the murderer? Dabi, dude chill I was lying. I'm the Joker Shigaraki, I see, Dabi, idiot Shigaraki, growling Dabi, stop acting like Edamon dog Toga and Midoriya were on the couch by the TV. Toga, Izu you're so strong. Izuku, Himiko ff. Toga, Izu, don't start moving so randomly. Izuku, sorry Mina, what is happening? Toga, I thought they were asleep, sorry Izu another time Izuku, I see now. You did this as payback for when I said, another time this morning. Shame on why you're appealing didn't face Toga. Thanks Izuman I know I'm such a angel. Izuku, why ya totally. Stupid idiots interrupting my time with Toga. The couple walked over and sat next to Dabi and Shigaraki since they finished watching the show Bakugo. What the hell just happened nerd? Uraraka, what were you doing with her? Toga, we were about to Izuku covered her mouth Izuku, Himiko, I really don't want to deal with them. Dabi, Yukuro and Jean almost done. Twice. Yedi, I mean a Tuya 3 Dabi, what a idiot, he continued playing Among Us Shigaraki. Mito and Himi join us the game's about to start Izuku, I mean sure Toga, alrighty. Uraraka, why are you guys here? Izuku, I mean we're UA students Bakugo, IFSHT I forgot. God damn it these extras in our class Dabi, boom boy mad. Shigaraki, twice, what a great memory you have there Izuku, guys I feel like I'm dying right now, it's hot as heck Toga, don't die yet Izu. I need your SPRM Izuku. HHH. Toga, we're going to have a bunch of children Izuku blushed Izuku. Himi I'm 16 Toga. Okay I don't see a problem he just sighed Uraraka, you can't do that without consent Izuku, she has my consent 1-1 HH. Toga, really? Izuku, I was joking. Wait did you think I was serious? Toga, you Izuku, sheesh Himi-san Midoriya started to play with her hair Uraraka. Toga, oh. Izu I didn't take that pill Izuku, what pill? Toga, when we were in bed last night remember. Izuku, wait what? Toga, I was joking Izuku, Kirishima, wait you guys were in bed. Izuku, and no that never happened we were just joking Ida, that's not funny to joke about Izuku, you hear that Tog he looked at her and she was drawing a picture Toga, Izuku, why do I love this girl? Uraraka walked up to Toga and took the picture from her Izuku. What the hell Uraraka? Uraraka blushed at it Toga, you like it? Uraraka, what is this? She showed the drawing to the others Izuku. It was a drawing of Midoriya naked one Izuku. What is this Himiko? Toga, don't chase me the two ran around in circles Toga. It was a joke Izu, don't kill me Izuku. You're so dead time skip. The next day after they ate and the love had a sleepover in the hangout room, Monday Izuku is in his room because when they were hanging out doing a all-nighter he decided to go study in his room Midoriya woke up, the sun was bright, the birds were chirping, he was laying on a soft, comfortable pillow. Izuku started to yawn and laid on the pillow more, but he got curious and grabbed it Izuku, what was that? He grabbed it again curious to what it was Izuku, okay I'm taking the cover off. He took the blanket off and saw his girlfriend laying in his bed. Naked. Izuku, Toga. It's just you Izu Izuku. Why are we naked Himiko Toga? Oh that, well when you went to your room I waited and came here at 5 AM but you were still awake so I went back with the league and played video games. Then I came back at 7 AM and you were asleep. Izuku, that doesn't have anything to do with us being naked. Toga. I got in the bed with you and got bored so I decided to play with you in your sleep. Izuku, Toga pointed to his neck Toga. I mean I gave you a love mark silly Izuku. Toga, geez Izu you're so lewd she touched his nose Izuku, whatever. What time is it? Toga. It's like 8:17 Izuku. Oh okay, wait 8:17. Toga, we're late Toga. Geez, no need to rush. If we're late already there's no need to get there on time Izuku. I mean I guess you're right. The two continued their normal routine and Izuku made them some coffee because they barely had any sleep and they were currently walking in the UA halls. Izuku, where are the others? Toga, they already left Izuku. Ah, I see Toga. Isa, give me a piggyback ride please. Izuku, Cha. That's embarrassing, there's already people watching us because you're here. Toga bit his arm again. Izuku? Oh. Fine geez, he picked her up carrying both of their coffees with Black Whip. Toga. You look tired Izu, well sound tired as well Izuku. Ha, you do too, I guess I have bags under my eyes huh. Toga. Yep, it makes you look cool Izuku. You always say I look cool Toga. Well you are now go faster. Izuku, that's what she said too. Toga blushed and pulled his ears. Izuku, itai. Sorry Hawan, itai means ouch in Japanese. Izuku charged up to 4% of OFA and started running, careful not to spill their drinks. He got some stares here and there from being with a popular influencer but didn't care at all. Izuku, not to mention, you look cute in our uniform. Toga. Shut up. Less than 30 seconds later, 8:36 p.m. Izuku, and we're here so you could get off of me now. Toga. Nah, I'm good. He sighed and knocked on the door while taking a sip of his coffee. Aizawa opened the door. Aizawa, you two are late. Izuku, sorry sensei, it's Himiko's fault. Toga. That's not fair. Aizawa, well if it's problem girl's fault then you're fine problem boy. Come inside. Toga, now I'm a problem child. One Nicktude walked inside and Izuku put Toga down then looked at the Lav and 1A sitting down. Bakugo. It's the nerd Dabi. Hey dude. Izuku. What's up Dabs? Hey Tamura. Shigaraki. Hey Mito. Twice. What about me? Izuku. Himiko, did you hear someone say something? Toga. It must have been a ghost. Twice. Ouch. One out of nowhere while he wasn't watching a person appeared in front of him. Aizawa. Sit down new student. Hey I'm a big fan. I didn't know 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 got US a new recruit. So cool, plus you're a UA student. You were the guy I fought against, remember? Aizawa. Oh, you know him. Great. Izuku, Cha. Toga. Oh, this guy, we'll tell you more about him later. Uraraka, MSTR. Recruit. Ah, sorry I have a mouth when it comes to making new friends. Izuku. No, it's fine, my name is 𝗏𝗏𝗏. You can call me 𝗏𝗏. This is 𝗏𝗏𝗏 from Ma. His quirk is ice. Pretend he's 18 𝗏𝗏𝗏 his real age and wears a UA uniform. 1 Izuku. Ha, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, wait, you were the guy I fought against before. I guess these idiots didn't recognize him as a villain because he was wearing a mask when he attacked me and Todoroki. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, dude. You're so famous at school, online, and as a 6, I mean sorry Toga whispered to Izuku. Toga. This is our new Lav member and 7th member of the Fab 7. Izuku. Fab 6 sounded better but I guess it's fine, no more members right? Toga. Nope, we need 𝗏𝗏𝗏's quirk and Dabi's quirk to go against Todoroki but you see they don't. Toga was cut off by two people arguing. Dabi. Hey weirdo, get OFF my best friend. Dabi walked up to the front of the class while Aizawa sighed. Aizawa. These two have been arguing since this morning. I hate my job. 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Like someone would want a burnt guy like you to be their best friend. Dabi. Oh yeah. White eyelashes. 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Don't talk about my eyelashes. Toga. They don't get along that well. Midoriya sighed. Izuku. This will be hell. 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Like someone would want a burnt guy like you to be their best friend. Dabi. Oh yeah. White eyelashes. 1 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Don't talk about my eyelashes. Toga. They don't get along that well. Midoriya sighed. Izuku. This will be hell. Mina. I am so confused. Bakugo. Hey nerd, get your lackeys to shut the hell up. Izuku. They're not my lackeys. Bakugo. Aizawa. Shut up. Bakugo, be quiet and problem children. Toga. Sorry yes are Izuku. Why see? Dabi and 𝗏𝗏𝗏 ran to their seats and Toga ran to a seat. Thought. Uraraka, what the hell is she doing on him? She's not his girlfriend. Aizawa. You know what? Just do whatever. I hate this school. Aizawa laid in his sleeping bag and dozed off. Oh, just like that? Izuku. Himiko. Why are you sitting on my lap? Toga. It's comfy. Toga said this while playing with his hair and, just to mention, they sit at group tables. The first table is Izuku, Toga, Dabi, Shigaraki, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and twice the second table is Jairu, Mina, Siro, Kaminari, Kirishima, Todoroki, Bakugo. The third is Uraraka, Tsu, Momo, Tokoyami, Mineta, Toru. The others are just extras. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏 is in the support gear course. They look like this. The 𝗏 sit next to the window. Also pretend there are red curtains. 2 Shigaraki. Geez, you two stop flirting in class. Izuku, we're not. Toga started to smile, then looked at Uraraka with a smug look. Uraraka? Oh yo, Tsu. It's not worth it. Ochako Uraraka stood silent, knowing she was in the wrong. Mineta rolled up to the blonde-haired girl, being the pervert he is. Mineta. So, I heard yo. Toga. No, Izuku. Oh, sorry Mineta. Mineta. Shut up. Midoriya, the purple-haired boy, ran out of the classroom. Geeton. At least he's gone twice. Talk about annoying. Geez, Dabi. Talking about yourself, huh? Twice rolled his eyes. Shigaraki. Since we have a new member, that means Izuku, live stream. Toga. Aw, that's so lame. Izuku. What a no, it's not. Toga. Humph. Geeton. That's so cool. Izuku. I know, right? Dabi. Twice. Come on guys, let's go. Bakugo. The hell? Go where? We're still in demon class. Shigaraki. No one gives a DMN about class. Toga. Oh, can we go to Starbucks? Izuku. Twice is paying one twice. Damn it. The group walked out of the room. Uraraka. Mina. Guys, I have a idea. Kirishima. Not again. Bakugo. We don't want to listen to your lame but idea. Mina. Humph. Rude. I guess I won't tell you. Bakugo. Fine. Dumbest alien. Mina. So we should spy on them. Everyone. Kaminari. Why would we spy on an abusive freak? Todoroki. Good point. Zero. I'm up to it. 𝗓𝗧𝗏. Come on guys. Mina is right, we could learn more about them. It isn't right to spy. Uraraka. Well, Tsu. Uraraka. Uraraka. I am curious. Kirishima. They could be hiding something. Bakugo. Teach whatever, I'm only going because you guys are. Tsu. Bakugo's so nice. Unlike Deku. 2 Todoroki. Agreed. Ida. We will only be there for 30 minutes, then back to school. Everyone. Fini. Ida. Now who wants to go? Mina, Bakugo, Uraraka, Momo, Todoroki, Kirishima, 𝗓𝗏𝗏, and Tsu raised their hands. Ida. Alright, let's head out in a straight line. The group of students sighed and followed Ida out the room with teeth. 9:23 am. At the mall. Geeton. Is the sea clothing necessary? Toga. Of course it is. We're all wearing matching clothes. The 𝗏 stood back as they watched Toga make Geeton try on some clothes in a clothing store. Izuku. Dabi. Jealous? Twice. Seems like it. Izuku. Shut up. Burned head. Dabi. Shut it. Why? Shigaraki. Guys chill. Dabi. Whatever. Izuku. My bad bro. Dabi. Nah, it's good. Wanna go get something to eat while we wait for her to finish choosing his outfit? Izuku. Sure. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏. Be careful you two. Make sure to keep your masks on. Dabi and Izuku. PFFT. We always are careful. The two walked out of the clothing store on a search for a restaurant in the mall. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏 sighed. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏. Yeah, sure. With 1A they were walking to the second floor of the mall where the food and clothing shops were located. Bakugo. How long are we gonna be here? Damn it. Todoroki. Bro, chill out. Todoroki patted Bakugo's shoulder. Bakugo. Fine. Mina. Wait. Isn't that Todoroki's brother? Todoroki? Huh. Uraraka? Yeah, it looks like it. Kirishima. Who's the other guy? 𝗓𝗏𝗏. His clothes are kinda hot. Not gonna lie. The guy turned his head, which revealed Midoriya in his outfit and his hair. This is Dabi's outfit, with his signature red hair under his hat. Keep in mind his hair is still green, he just grew it out. They didn't notice because he was wearing a beanie in class. Ignore the sig, Dabi. Dude, put your mask back on. Izuku. Oh, he's my bad. Haha. The two walked around while 1A followed Izuku. Wait, look Dabs. He pointed to a Japanese-styled restaurant. Dabi. Good eye. Midori. He shouldered Izuku. Izuku. Ouch. Rude. Dabi. Let's go in, shall we? Izuku. Alright. The two walked inside the ramen restaurant. Mina. Gee guys, that's Deku. Uraraka. Oh my god, he's so hot. Bakugo. God damn it nerd, you're supposed to be suffering. Momo. Let's follow them. 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏. Now we're talking. Momo. The group followed the duo and walked inside the restaurant. Waitress. Hello. How may I serve? The waitress stood silent as she saw the two familiar boys. Waitress. Midoriya and Todoroki-san. Dabi. And please don't call me that. Waitress. My apologies, I'm just a big fan actually. Shall I introduce you to our special VIP room? Izuku. No, you don't have to. We're just normal people. Plus the VIP section costs money and I don't want to take that away from you. Midoriya smiled brightly. Dabi. So bright waitress. No, it's free for celebrities 𝗬𝗧𝗏. Sure, show us the way Izuku. Dude, 𝗬𝗏𝗏. What? She said we could go. Izuku sighed and just followed the waitress to the VIP room. Class 1A was hiding behind a bush in the restaurant and watched as they headed into the VIP room. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now let's see what these extras do while we aren't with them. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now let's see what these extras do while we aren't with them. The two friends walked into the VIP room to be surprised by the scenery. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. Yo, this place is cool Izuku. No way we get to go in here for free 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. Oh, to be a celebrity Izuku. Let's sit down dabs 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. Yep, the two walked to the connected table in the back and sat down waiting for the waiter to serve them. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. What are you gonna get? Izuku, maybe the 𝗧𝗜𝗧𝗏𝗃 ramen style, and you? 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. The chicken yakisoba. Izuku. Dabbed. He was interrupted by a group of 8 walking into the VIP room. Izuku. Their disguises are horrible. Izuku, hello. The 8 waved at them and sat down at the extended table. Izuku, I'll just pretend they're not there. Izuku, as I was saying dabs, they have red wine. Dude 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. What? No way. We never find red wine anywhere. Izuku. The last time I went here with my mom I was told that it was the best wine in this whole shopping center. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. Should we order it? Izuku, well, we're kind of minors. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, who gives a DM? I'll persuade the lady to get us some. Izuku, nice. Let's get 2 bottles at the other table. The 8 UA students were surprised at this information. They silently watched the two as the waiter came back and they started ordering. Mina, they drinks. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, it's not a big deal. I drink all the DM time. Todoroki, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is keeping quiet for us. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, shut the hell up. I thought Todoroki. 𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, covered their mouths. Uraraka, shut up both of you. Momo, Kirishima, we're totally gonna get caught. Izuku, you already did. Nah, we won't. Izuku, well, Tsu, I hope not. With the boys. The two had already eaten their food and it was 30 minutes later. 10:13 a.m. Izuku, let's see who can drink it the fastest. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 smirked. 𝗬𝗏𝗏, oh, yeah. I've done this many times with Tomu. Izuku, I've done it with my, except with orange juice. 1 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, this idiot. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, yeah, come on dude. Izuku, right. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, in 3. Izuku, 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, 1. The two yelled simultaneously. Izuku, go 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, go. They both started chugging their bottles. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, I see that you're starting to slow down. Izuku, getting tired. Midoriya stopped chugging and burped. Izuku, didn't. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 was flabbergasted. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, itchy. Izuku, I feel kinda woozy. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, I didn't think you were gonna drink that much. Izuku, why me too? All of a sudden Midoriya started slurring his words. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, are you drunk? Izuku, nah, I'm okay. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, how did he get drunk that quick? 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 sighed and left the check on the table with a $100 tip for the lady who gave them the wine and put Midoriya on his back. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, this beach is heavy but hell. Izuku, let WOUF me. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, shut up tree head. Izuku frowned. Izuku, I want to see him. Wiko. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, you mean Himi? Izuku, I wanna see Himikeo. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, dude chill, we can go to her. Uraraka, why does he want to see her so badly? I'm right here. 1 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 waved at the 8 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, bye classmates. Your disguises are horrible. By the way, he walked out leaving 1A bamboozled. 1 Kirishima, I guess they knew. Time to go back to class with the other LOV members. Toga, Tada, Geeton, T, this is kinda too tight on me. Tog, Himi-san. Toga, deal with it. Anyways, we're all matching. This is Himiko's outfit. BTW, Toga, although Izuku's outfit is way hotter. Toga started drooling. Geeton, Himi, you're drooling. Toga, OMI. Kurogyri wiped her mouth. Kurogyri, Mississippi. Toga, you're so careless. Geez. Toga, ouch, that was mean twice. Yo, I think the 2 troublemakers are coming back. Geeton, that's good. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 walked up to the store sweating buckets. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, hey guys. Shigaraki, whoa, dude, you good? Geeton, why is Midoriya-kun on your back? 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, to put the story short, he got drunk while we were playing a game. Toga, geez, you two are so reckless. Izuku peeked from 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏's back. Izuku, hey Himieko, I miss you. Toga chuckled. Toga, sorry, he just sounds so dumb. Shigaraki, usually you're the irresponsible one in the relationship. Vampire twice, oh how the turntables. Kurogyri, we should go to the UA dorms and tell Aizawa-sensei that some of us will stay with him for the week. Kurogyri checked his fever. Kurogyri, yeah. He should be good tomorrow, but just to be safe let's have him not go to school for a week. Shigaraki, alright, you heard the man, I'll stay with him. So will Himi and Tuya. You other 3 can go to school. Geeton, Ah, that twice shouldered him twice. Ha, you're stuck with me, little buddy Geeton. This will be hell. Toga, yay, I get to stay with Izuku. Shigaraki, welp, 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 tell Aizawa about the changes and warp you 3 back to class. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗧 nodded and the 3 warped to class 30 minutes later 11:53 a.m. at the dorms. Just to mention, the UA dorms layout is first floor, common room, second floor, boys dorms minus Midoriya's, third floor, girls dorm, fourth floor, gym, extra stuff, fifth floor, the lavs rooms and their whole floor, including an extra kitchen so they don't have to walk downstairs. Midoriya got his room moved to the 5th floor with his peers. Izuku, guys, I'm okay, just a little fever. I'm not even drunk anymore. Dabi, we know you're sober but you still have a fever. Izuku, well, that's reasonable. Toga, who's gonna take care of him? Shigaraki, all of us obviously. Toga, no duh, I meant like watching him occasionally. Dabi, not at Shigaraki, not it. Toga, yay. I get to watch Izuku. Shigaraki, you could have just said so. Geez, weird BLD sucker. The 4 walked up the stairs to the 5th floor and into the hangout room. Dabi, shish, I'm tired of carrying you. Dabi laid Midoriya down on one of the beds. Shigaraki, great, now we're done. Izuku, I actually wanted to go to my room, guys. Dabi, bo, you should be said that. Izuku rubbed the back of his head. A long 3 minutes later after they got him some medicine from the kitchen as well. Shigaraki, and we're here. Izuku, is this what Aizawa did to my room? He looked at the shelf and grabbed the All Might figures and threw them out the window. Izuku, much better. Toga, oh geez, I can't blame you. Shigaraki fist bumped him. Shigaraki, glad I'm not the only one that hates the waste of space. Dabi, well Toga, it's your job to watch him. Bye. Shigaraki and Dabi ran away, locked and closed the door shut. Izuku, well, that was weird. Toga, Su. Izuku, yes my love. Toga blushed. Toga, why did you call me that? Izuku, well, if you don't like it. Toga, no, it's fine, I was just surprised, that's all. Izuku, oh I see. Toga, so since we're all alone. Izuku, look Toga, it's raining. Toga was annoyed by him interrupting him but responded anyways. Toga, oh is it? The two sat on the couch and looked up at the window. Toga laid on his shoulder while staring into his appealing green eyes. Izuku, I've always liked the rain. Toga looked up at him confused. Toga, well yeah, me too. Izuku, it's calming, you know. If I were to rate my favorite things, it would be second my mom, third the rain, and fourth the love. Toga, what's first? Izuku, you. He looked down at her and smiled which made her blush. Toga bit his shoulder. Izuku, oi, what was that for? Toga, it just annoyed me how you were being so nice. Plus I wanted to taste some of your yummy BLD. Izuku, Izuku, how was it annoying? Toga looked up at him silently and looked away. Izuku, what, too scared to share with me? Toga whispered something. Izuku, Toga, no one has. Izuku, yes. Toga, no one has been so nice to me before. Izuku, what do you mean? Toga, when we met at the campgrounds I was so happy that I found another crush after a long time. I would always think about you just like all my other crushes and think about how I wanted to taste your BLD, hell I even wanted to be you. When we met once again in the alleyway and you were chasing me, I realized you were different. You made jokes with me when we were chasing each other and you even talked to me on the bench. Toga started tearing up a bit. Izuku, hey Toga, it's okay, I'm here. Toga, you're so amazing. Izuku, to be joining the league with me, to give up being a hero, to see good in me, even you with an amazing quirk saw that my quirk was acceptable. If I met you a long time ago it probably would have changed my life. To see that your classmates didn't believe you after all you did for them makes me super sad but mad at the same time. The way I see it, you're the best person ever and I'm the luckiest person ever for dating you. Izuku started tearing up as well. Toga, are you crying? Izuku, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. When he started to blow his nose on his handkerchief, Toga chuckled a little and wiped her tears away. Toga, anyways, that was irrelevant. Izuku, you always act like everything's fine. Toga, I know that's not true. I can see that you're always smiling but you're just hiding your true feelings. I would know. Toga, of course you know. You always do. Izuku stared at his vampire girlfriend. Izuku, I love you. Himiko. Toga, I love you more. Izuku, that's not true because I love you more. Toga, really? Then prove it. She stuck her tongue out at him while crossing her arms. Izuku, fine, I will. Midoriya picked up Himiko and laid her on his bed. Toga, 𝗧𝗜𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗏, what are you doing Izuku? What you told me to prove it. Toga, I was just kidding Izuku. Too late Toga-san. He crawled on top of her which made her blush. Toga, how are you going to prove it Izuku, by doing. This Midoriya started tickling her. Toga. Stop. Toga started laughing uncontrollably showing her fangs. He stopped and laughed. Toga. I thought you were gonna do something else. Toga frowned. Izuku, like what? She looked at him. Toga, well, given the position we're in, I thought you were gonna maybe do something more SXL. Izuku blushed. Izuku, why you thought? Toga, if you don't want to do it again, I guess I'll have to leave. All sad. Izuku, wait, if you want maybe. Toga, I was just joking. Izu, you don't have to. Midoriya started to take his shirt off revealing his abs. Toga blushed. Toga, I said you didn't have to. Izuku, I kind of got all worked up. Toga, he whispered into her ear. Izuku, I know you want this. Himiko, she started blushing even more than before. Toga, it's getting kinda hot in here. Izuku, I can help with that. He slowly started to take their clothes off until they reached their underwear. Toga, damn it Izu, you gave me your fever. Izuku, you gave me your cold. So hot. SEK1. Toga flipped their positions. Toga, I wouldn't mind on you though. Midoriya blushed. Toga started to take his underwear off second by second. Toga, wow Izu, I'm always surprised looking at this big thingy. She started to poke at it. Izuku, stop, that's so annoying. Toga slowly put his pee in her mouth which made him groan in pleasure. Toga, ishswo good. Izuku started blushing as she started to move faster. After a few minutes of doing so, he eventually pushed her off of him and now their positions once again. Toga, I was having fun. Izuku, oh, you'll have fun, alright. Izuku inserted his pee into Himiko and started to move back and forth. Toga, Izuku continued this action but instead, he used 4% of OFA to keep the damage to a minimum. Toga, Izu Toga out of pleasure and wrapped her legs around his neck making him go deeper into her. Toga, he increased it to 7% and started to move faster. Toga was practically drooling at that point and started biting onto his pillows trying not to yell. Izuku, now who loves each other more? Toga, fine. Why you win? Izuku, why? Because I'm basically at my limit. Midoriya started to move faster to finish. Toga, Izu. Midoriya stopped being his limit. He finished inside her which made her them loudly but inside the pillows. This time the couple laid on the bed and were sweating since both of them had a fever. Izuku, who's gonna take care of us now? Toga, shut up idiot. The two stared at each other and a few minutes later fell asleep, for real in the morning. Izuku, who's gonna take care of us now? Toga, shut up idiot. The two stared at each other and a few minutes later fell asleep, for real in the morning. A few hours later, 5:23 p.m., a so-called green fellow woke up, scanned around his room, and found his girlfriend quietly laying in his bed naked. He her cheek and tried to scoot away but her strong grip pulled him back onto her. Izuku, Toga, I need to take a shower. Toga, Izuku, Toga. Sheesh, fine. He laid down and pulled out his phone. Izuku, what are they talking about now? Bakugo, that's an horrible idea. Momo, well, we don't have any others now, do we? Uraraka, maybe a cafe. Mineta, girl cafe. Kaminari, girl cafe. Uraraka, never mind. Jairu, Ida, why did you change our names? Uneasy face. Ida, to recognize them easier. Jai, Lummi. Izuku, what are you guys talking about? Mina, well, you would know if you weren't sleep. Todoroki, we can't even wake you up because you're literally on the highest floor. Kirishima, enjoying your time up there, huh? Izuku, yep, thanks for asking. Now what's going on? Uraraka, hey Deku-kun. Izuku, hey Uraraka-san. Mina, why did you leave school? Izuku, me and Himiko got a fever so Tomu and Tuya have to watch us. Mina, I see. Bakugo, I thought he would ignore her or something. Is he actually forgiving her? Hell nah. Bakugo, well, basically dumb but nerd, we're deciding on what to do for our fall fest. Izuku, I totally forgot we had one. Todoroki, of course you did, abusive idiot. Izuku, it's getting annoying at this point. Wait, I think I have an idea. Momo, don't think this will make us forgive you. Izuku, never thought that. But anyways, maybe we should dress up with a team and do a singing battle. Like basically a group on a team and they dress similarly. Mina, Oida, that's a good idea. Tuya, you, what's going on? Bakugo, where the hell did you come from? Tuya, I'm in your class due to Izuku, so since the festival starts in a week we should go ahead and inform Izawa, then make our teams and buy our outfits. Agreed. Bakugo, teach, everyone agreed. Ida. In fact, let's all form a group, all of 1A. Everyone agreed once again. Izuku. Actually, I have other plans. Me and the Fab 7 will be on our own team. That's okay, right? Uraraka, I guess. Himiko. Ichuwai Izuku Himi. I thought you were asleep. Himiko. No, P just got up. Well, after reading the chat I have a suggestion. Geeton. Himiko. So I'll be doing a solo and the other Fab members can sing whatever. Izuku? But Himiko. I'll tell you later. Izuku. Himiko. So I'll be doing and solo, my boys will do a group song, and I'm going to do a duet with someone. Uraraka? Okay. Ida. The more the better, we can keep the audience entertained with more songs. Kuro. Interesting. Tamura. I guess Jean, should we discuss what song to sing, guys? Izuku. Yeah, Bakugo. Ha, losers will didn't beat you to ya? Sure. Tamura, let's meet in the hangout room in a few hours. Izuku. Alrighty. They all got off. Kaminari. Better prepare if we want to beat those losers. Bakugo. Teach, right? Izuku. Toga, were you awake the whole time? Toga. Maybe. Izuku sighed and looked at the time. Izuku. Come on Toga, it's getting kind of late, let's take a shower. Toga. Wait together. Izuku dragged her into the bathroom. 20 minutes later Izuku was drying his hair while Toga was doing the same and the two walked out of the bathroom. Toga. Sheesh, Izu, where's your shirt? I mean, I don't mind seeing your abs, but... Izuku. They're in the washer right now, it might take a while. Toga. But stilts. Toga was cut off. Izuku. Jealous because you can't take your shirt off as a girl. He walked around and hugged her from behind. Izuku. Ah, it's okay Toga, I know you can't do it, so don't be swat. He teased her. Izuku got pushed to the ground. He closed his eyes and when he opened them he saw a shirtless Toga with only a BR on. Toga. See. Now look who's wrong. She crawled on top of him which made him blush. Izuku. Why, yeah, you're right, sorry Jay, just put it back on. He looked up at her but instead of looking at her face he stared at her big zizi in front of him which made her blush. Toga immediately got off him and put back on her hoodie that had a picture of Izuku with the word Izukun in green plastered on it. Izuku. Sheesh, why so flustered? They were dangling in my face, how am I not supposed to look? Toga stood silent. Izuku. Did I say that out loud? Toga blushed and handed him a hoodie. Toga. Dumbass hero. Izuku. H. He picked up the hoodie and looked at it which made his grin turn into a frown. Izuku. What is this? Toga. Toga. Matching hoodies. The hoodie looked exactly like hers but instead with a picture of her in her disguise form that she got from modeling and the word Miko-san in yellow plastered on it. Izuku. Is this a joke? Toga. Did you not like it? Toga started tearing up. Izuku immediately put it on. Izuku. No, I love it. Ha. Toga. Good. Toga dragged him all the way down to the common room. Izuku. Why are we down here? Toga. Well, we need to get ready for bed. Izu, we have a hangout sesh tomorrow. Izuku. Toga. Let's fix something to eat and get ready to sleep. Izuku. Wait, I didn't prepare for this. 8:32 a.m. Tuesday. Izuku was dressed up and sitting in his room. Midoriya had his 3 knives plus his signature gun in his pocket and a brown fedora to match his outfit and hide his hair. His fedora said cryptic at the bottom of it which was well noticeable. Toga also put fake canines on him to match her. When Toga came out she wore her usual messy buns and her usual villain schoolgirl uniform. Toga. Whoa, Izu, you look hot. Toga walked up to him and started rubbing his stomach. Izuku blushed. Izuku. Hey Toga, what are we gonna do? Toga was on her phone texting Dabi and Shigaraki. Toga. Yay. It seems like they're ready. Izuku. They were teleported outside UA into the forest. Dabi and Shigaraki were chilling on a bench with their usual villain outfit, and Dabi with his signature black hair and purple scars, and of course Shigaraki with his crusty lips. Dabi. What took you so long? Dabi sighed while taking another bite of his cheddar and sour cream ruffles. 5. Toga. Sheesh, we didn't take that long. Izuku. What's going on? Toga. Oh right, sorry, so basically we're going to take a walk around the city and just hope that we'll find something fun to do. Izuku slapped his head. Izuku. What if someone recognizes us? Shigaraki. If they won't do, don't sweat it. Izuku. Right. Dabi. Let's go, idiots. The 4 friends walked out of UA and to the city of Mizutofu. 10 minutes later. Izuku. Gee guys, there's nothing to do, let's just go back. P plus me and Toga have a fever. Shigaraki. Teach your villains be better than that. Dabi. Where is Toga anyways? All of a sudden the scream of a man in pain was heard from an alleyway, so the three rushed to see what was happening. Izuku, hey, what's going on over here? Toga, oh hey Izu. Izuku turned to Toga, who was drinking a random man's BLD. Random man. 𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗟, why you killed my bee broth? Toga stabbed the man in the heart, which made him cry out. Toga, sheesh, dead people should stay quiet. Now be a little good dead man and shush before the police show up, will you? Izuku, 𝗧𝗜𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏, stop running away. Toga, sorry Dabi, DMN childish kid. Toga, I want a taco guys, one shigaraki. What? That was so DMN random. Toga, well yeah. But I didn't think to bring any money. Did you guys bring some? Izuku, you literally just killed. Never mind Dabi. Demanded, I forgot as well. Shigaraki, well we can't get Kurogiri while he's in the school's support department. Izuku, there's no way 𝗏𝗡𝗏 would let him leave that. Toga, can't we just steal? We did that before we were drop dead rich. Dabi, I don't see a problem with that, it might give us some kind of nostalgia. But won't people recognize us? They all turned to Midoriya, who was their only member who wasn't gonna be noticed since he's never been seen before. Even Giton was spotted with his villain suit and mask, so he can't do it either, besides he's in school. Izuku, don't look at me. Toga, please Izu. Izuku stared at Toga's puppy eyes. Izuku, fine. Izuku and the team searched around for a taco truck while trying not to be spotted. The others were hiding in the shadows while Izuku was sending hand signals to them. Izuku, hola sir, may I order something? Taco worker 1. My amigo, I like your mask, what would you like to get? Izuku, gracias, can I get a steak taco, 1 pork taco, and 2 chicken tacos with a side of sour cream? Taco worker 1. Of course mi amigo, 1 get the numer 1, 6, and 8 with sour cream. Taco worker 2, sheesh, fine Juan Radrigo, coming right up. For 5 minutes Izuku waited and his food finally got finished. Taco worker 1. That'll be $15. $39 1. Izuku, I actually got a coupon. Taco worker 1. Oh really? What are the numbers on it? My amigo. Izuku reaches into his pocket. Izuku, it says 1 punch to the face. The love ran out of the shadows and grabbed the food while Midoriya takes his hand out of his pocket and uses Black Whip to drag the worker out of the truck and punch him, which knocks him out. Worker 2, LOV. He called the police real quick. Izuku, oh he guys, he called the police. Worker 2, yeah I did. Izuku, you'll regret it too. While this was going on, helicopters surrounded the villains and news teams were all over the place. Izuku grabbed the worker by his neck and pinned him to the ground. Izuku, you know I have a FTSH for BLD like my girlfriend here does as well. Sometimes I gotta thank her for making me the person I am today. Worker 2, thank her for making you a scumbag villain, huh? Really? Heroes are better, and so are the kids at you. Izuku pulled out a knife and Himiko walked up to Izuku and hugged him from behind. Izuku, oh are they now? Izuku tilted his mask down at an angle only the man would see. Worker 2. Midoriya covered the worker's mouth. Izuku, she wouldn't want the secret to getting out, would I? Maybe since you won't shut up yourself, I'll do it for you. Worker 2. MPF beach. Izuku stabbed the man's neck repeatedly. Izuku, adios mi amigo, la vida no es permanente. 6. Deku waved at the worker slowly as he closed his eyes and pulled his mask up. When the man was finally down, he got up and put Toga on his shoulders with Shigaraki on the left side of him while Dabi was on the right side of him. He looked at the helicopters and the news team who were recording and waiting for the heroes. Izuku, are you just gonna wait for the pros, huh? Do something. Izuku shot one of the gears on the helicopter, which made them slowly fall down. Man down, man down. Damn it, this new villain is strong. Izuku pointed the gun at the camera. Izuku, you're not gonna stop us waiting for the pros as well, huh? With UA, all of them sat in class watching the news off a projector. Aizawa put up Bakugo. Damn it, LV Todoroki, that new member gets on my nerves. Izuku, such a shame to be at school right now. Toga, they really can't stop us without the pros, it's kind of sad. Izuku, I think it's hilarious how you watched me kill this innocent man. I think I should kill another one, yeah. Izuku said as he pointed his gun and shot the other unconscious man who he knocked out earlier. Kirishima, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Man, it's only 11:15 a.m. 𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗘, Uraraka's right. Come on and let's be the best future heroes we can right now. 𝗏𝗏 sighed as he was dragged to wherever the LOV was located with the LOV toga. Yuck. that taco worker's BLD looks so disgusting and old. 𝗧𝗓𝗏, no time to be complaining when you're getting a free ride on Cryptic's head Izuku. Honestly my neck is getting sore 𝗏𝗏. That's a Utes problem. One Izuku placed her on the ground which made her frown, but as soon as he put her down he got a sharp gut feeling. Shigaraki, damn it Cryptic, watch out. Izuku. Out of nowhere, he was tackled by the pro hero 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏. Mount Lady, we got you now Cryptic. 𝗏𝗏, hey. Get off my boyfriend you old hag. Mount Lady, boyfriend? Wait huh. You have a boyfriend. Izuku, I think you should get off of me. This is a very weird position, yes. It would be a bad look for you if you were caught sitting on a miner's crotch. Not that I don't mind, but 𝗏𝗏, I eat Cryptic. Izuku, I was just kidding. Mount Lady stood there blushing as she immediately got off of him. Mount Lady. He's kinda wait lady, he's a villain and a minor. What is wrong with me? I don't even know what he looks like. Izuku, well we got to go before the pros and 𝗔𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 get here. Shigaraki, nice talking to you Mount Lady. 𝗏𝗏, yeah whatever. Mount Lady looked confused as she saw the wide portal come open and realized she was a stupid idiot. Izuku walked backward into the portal and saluted while winking to her, then suddenly the portal disappeared. Mount Lady, did he really think I was that dumb? She said as she pulled out a knife that said Cryptic on it. Mount Lady, we got your knife Cryptic, all we need to do is check the fingerprints. 𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗘, with Izuku, not like you'll find anything on there lady, I already know what you're thinking. More importantly, Izuku, my favorite knife. Izuku walked backward into the portal and saluted while winking to her, then suddenly the portal disappeared. Mount Lady, did he really think I was that dumb? She said as she pulled out a knife that said Cryptic on it. Mount Lady, we got your knife Cryptic, all we need to do is check the fingerprints. 𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗃, with Izuku, not like you'll find anything on there lady, I already know what you're thinking. More importantly, Izuku, my favorite knife. The next day, Wednesday 12:32 p.m. the LOV were sitting in the common room bored out of their minds, not having anything to do because they didn't have to go to school for a week. Izuku, I'm so bored. 𝗏𝗏 leaned her head onto her boyfriend. 𝗏𝗏, well if you're bored how about we go to your aro? 𝗧𝗓𝗏 interrupted her. 𝗧𝗓𝗏, no. Please stop. 𝗏𝗏. Shigaraki, turn the TV onto the news. Yesterday shows the villain Crypt dash. Shigaraki, turn the news off. Izuku, what are you doing? Turn it back on. Shigaraki's side and turned it back on. Now we asked our favorite influencers Tuya, Himi, and UA student Deku what they thought about this situation. Shigaraki, itty. When was this? I never got an interview about the attack yesterday. 𝗏𝗏, they said favorite influencers. I wonder what that means. Shigaraki gritted his teeth as 𝗧𝗓𝗏 and Midoriya snickered like hyenas. Ugh, I don't want to be here. Hello influencer, new UA student and model Tuya. How would you like to talk about Cryptic's appearance lately? I don't know. His clothes are cool I guess. Has a good style for a villain or whatever, but he's still UA's enemy so we have to defeat him or whatever. 𝗧𝗓𝗏 mumbled, oh so he has a good sense of style you say? Well, I wonder who this mysterious villain is and why he joined the LOV. Can I leave now? 𝗧𝗓𝗏 walked away and 𝗏𝗏 walked in. Hi. 𝗏𝗏 smiled and waved at the screen. Hello Miss Himi. How would you like to talk about the new villain Cryptic? Oh well he's hot, I mean his outfit looks warm. Like are you sweating in that huh? But he is very mysterious and he kind of seems unstable by the way he was laughing at the helicopter yesterday. Overall I don't think he'll be caught soon. Thank you Himi. Next up is the hot and handsome model, singer, and influencer Deku. Midoriya walked in and smiled. Just look at that smile. Put some sunglasses on viewers. You don't want him to blind you. Thanks reporter for the intro but I'm not all that great, nonsense. Anyways, we brought you here to ask what do you think about the villain Cryptic. Midoriya flinched. I thought this was a normal interview. How do you feel about Cryptic? Oh well. I like his style, very similar to mine. If I met him in person and he wasn't a villain I'd ask him where he'd got his clothes from. Out of a bunch of villains, I feel like he has a purpose for being one, and not that I like him but since I never met him I can't say much. I mean you can't hate someone if you've never met them or you can't believe what others say if you don't know the full truth. Cough you at. Interesting Deku. Well, That's all for now. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟 and Toga walked in and Toga hugged Deku's arm. What would you like to say before this ends? Well, nothing really. To all of Fab 7's fans, we will be having a festival at our school, and everyone's welcome. You heard Deku. Check out their school festival that will be hosted in 2 weeks. Now have a good day. Bye, everyone yelled and the news ended. Shigaraki, damn it, pretty boy Midoriya. Izuku, what did I do? Shigaraki started to choke him. Izuku, what did I do? One Toga, hey, speaking of the school festival, shouldn't we start planning for it? Izuku, why I guess so. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟, you think Mr. White Eyelashes knows how to sing? Toga, you know, if you tease someone that means you like them. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟 looked at Toga with menacing eyes. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟, I do not like that ugly-headed snow queen. Izuku, he's a boy. 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗟, and I care why. Izuku sighed. Shigaraki, so when are we gonna get the outfits? The festival starts in 2 weeks. Toga, it would be smart to get it next weekend. Shigaraki nodded as the love turned on the television and started watching TV once again. Shigaraki, so when are we gonna get the outfits? The festival starts in 2 weeks. Toga, it would be smart to get it next weekend. Shigaraki nodded as the love turned on the television and started watching TV once again. Tuesday, 3:52. The love was playing Among Us in the living room as Class 1A walked in. 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟, you what's up class? 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟 waved at them and some waved, most not so much. Kirishima, damn it, that training was so intense. Toga, why are you being so quiet? Aren't they quiet? Izuku waved at Class 1A and smiled, but when he did so he got a message on his phone. Izuku, photoshoot at 4. Bring your girlfriend and the Fab 7. Toga, photoshoot today. Again. Izuku sighed and grabbed Toga's hand while the other love followed. Izuku, come on babe. Izuku yelled, which made Class 1A look surprisingly mean. Babe. Izuku realized what he said. Izuku, I meant to say bestie. Why ya? Kaminari, you totally said babe just now, dude. Izuku, you know you guys still get on my nerves. When the 𝗧𝗱𝗏 Uraraka thing was like a month ago. Even Uraraka doesn't give a DMN anymore. Uraraka just stood there contemplating something but didn't say anything. Bakugo, what do you mean nerd? Pink Cheeks does care. Momo. Indeed. Izuku just sighed and headed out with 𝗧𝗑𝗧𝗟, Toga, Giton, Kurojiiri, twice, and Shigaraki. Uraraka. 5 hours later, /8 p.m. Izuku was sitting in his room on his phone without Toga because she fell dead asleep like a child in her room. He was getting ready to go to bed when he heard a knock on his door. Izuku, who is it? It's Uraraka. Izuku, what the hell does she want? Izuku. Wait a second. He got up and picked up all of Toga's clothing on the floor. Wink wink, and hid all of his villain weapons and stuff that would reveal anything. Izuku, come in. He muttered as Uraraka opened the door. Uraraka, hey Deku-kun. Izuku, Uraraka. Uraraka stood there as she heard the venom in his voice. Uraraka, can I sit down? Izuku sighed. Izuku, fine. She walked over to his couch and sat right next to him. Uraraka, I haven't been in here for a while. I don't see any more All Might figures. Izuku, threw them out, he said with venom still in his voice. Uraraka, why it's a nice decor. Izuku, Uraraka, what do you want? Don't be scared, it's not like I'm gonna hurt you, like I always do. He started to awkwardly laugh, which hurt a bit. Uraraka, I'm sorry. This surprised him. Izuku, sorry. You're sorry for what? Sorry for lying and ruining my life. Sorry for cheating on me with my childhood friend. If you're saying sorry for all of that, then saying sorry won't cut it. Uraraka, Midoriya, I've thought about it. I broke up with Bakugo. Even though you and Hime are dating, I don't care. I just want us to be friends again, and being with Bakugo won't help that. Izuku looked at her as she started tearing up. Izuku, I guess she means it. Geez, Uraraka, you're so childish. You'll tell 1A tomorrow. If you do, I'll come to school. Uraraka nodded her head, crying like a toddler. Izuku sighed. Izuku, we're still children, we don't know how to be mature yet. She probably ended up having SEC with Bakugo because she thought if she did she would be mature, but in the end, she looks like a child without parents. You know you did a good job pretending. Izuku held her head into his tea as her tears were drenching his shirt. Izuku, we're still children. Uraraka. We make mistakes, but the important thing is we fix them, and even though you fixed it way too late, I'll still accept your apology for having the old Deku mentality in me. I will not change my personality and things may not be the way they were before, but you knew you had to face that consequence, huh? 6 Uraraka nodded. Izuku picked up Uraraka and put her on the bed, which made her blush. Izuku, don't freak out, I'm just letting you stay because I don't want the Fab 7 to see you walk out of my room late at night. Himiko-senpai probably would have seen you come up here if she wasn't sleeping. Uraraka, why yeah of course. It's not like he still likes me, damn it. Uraraka, chill out, it's different now. Right. Izuku, well, I'm gonna sleep on the couch. Do you want the lamp on or off? Uraraka, why can't we sleep together? I won't do anything, I promise. Izuku looked at her and sighed. Izuku, you know we can't. Uraraka, I'm sorry. Uraraka, I know, sorry. Izuku turned the light off and opened the blinds to emit a little bit of light before laying down and falling asleep. Uraraka did the same. 3:56 a.m. Uraraka woke up from a bad dream she had about Bakugo and was terrified. Uraraka, what the hell was that? She looked at Deku. Uraraka, he wouldn't mind, right? She got up, laid on top of him, then drifted off to sleep. The next day, 9:23 a.m. Izuku woke up as he felt something heavy on him. Izuku, Himiko, it's too early for this. He yawned as he opened his eyes and saw Uraraka dead asleep on top of him, but was too tired to think, so he fell back asleep. 9:53 a.m. Izuku woke up once again, but this time his eyes shot open as he saw Uraraka doing his hair. Uraraka, tish. Izuku, shh. They both yelled in unison as the two were both surprised. Izuku, are you laying on me doing my hair? Uraraka poked her fingers together and started stuttering. Uraraka, I just wanted a matching hairstyles. Oh my god, he looks so hot. He looked up at her hair and then pulled out his phone to look at his. Izuku, whoa, that's pretty good. I should show Himiko this one. Uraraka, thank god you sounded like a villain when you yelled for a second. Izuku, yeah, because I am one. That's not the point. We got to get ready. You go get your uniform and do your business and change. Uraraka narrowed her face toward him. Uraraka, you sure you don't want me to watch? He blushed at this. Izuku, damn it. Izuku, don't blush at the simplest things. She is dangerous with this flirting of hers. Izuku sighed and fixed himself. Izuku, now Uraraka, fine, I was just joking. She speed ran to her room and got ready as Deku did the same. They met each other in the common room. Deku fixed them a quick egg sandwich and coffee, then they walked outside the building. Izuku, you ever rode a roller coaster? Uraraka, not yet. Izuku, would you like to ride me? Uraraka blushed. Uraraka, I don't think Himi would like that. Deku blushed even more. Izuku, I meant a piggyback ride. Uraraka, oh, that's why you meant. Uraraka jumped on his back and powered up 5% of OFA. Izuku, you ready? Uraraka-san. Ding, this has been a while since we did this. I missed being friends with her. Uraraka, yeah. Uraraka said in her usual enthusiastic voice and pumped her right fist up. Izuku, alright, here we go. Deku grabbed her legs for extra support, which made her blush a little bit at the sudden touch. He then started to run. The two got into the building, but Uraraka was having so much fun she insisted that he got faster, no pun intended. 1 Uraraka, go faster Deku-kun. She yelled at the top of her lungs, which caught the attention of most of the UA students passing by. They were confused but didn't question it. Izuku, you sure? Uraraka? Deku yelled loudly. Uraraka, yeah, I mean it's. Come on green boy. He laughed and charged up to 8%, which made Uraraka almost lose her face from the impact. They didn't notice how much fun they were having until they arrived at class 1A. Real quick. Uraraka sighed. Uraraka, is that over already? Izuku, haha, I was actually kind of having a little fun. As the two teens were still talking about the fun they had, Aizawa opened the door, which surprised them. Aizawa, I'm sure you two were having fun being late to class, huh? Come inside. Izuku walked in with Uraraka on his back, and she hopped off as they both bowed to him repeatedly, just like how Deku did back then. Izuku and Uraraka, sorry sensei. They both yelled simultaneously. Aizawa sighed and signaled the two to sit down. As they were sitting down, class 1A looked at the situation like they were hallucinating. Toga looked at her boyfriend like, what the hell is happening? She gave Uraraka death glares. The whole class PR'd. Bakugo was just giving Deku death glares even more than usual. Dabi, Shigaraki, and Jean couldn't care less, but Giton was kind of angry at her for stealing his best friend. Every classmate just looked flabbergasted, but whenever they tried to talk, Aizawa would yell at them, so they couldn't do anything until the end of class. As they were waiting for class to end, something sudden happened. Uraraka looked at Deku from across the room and he nodded and smiled. She walked up to the front of the class and whispered something to Aizawa. Aizawa simply nodded and laid into his sleeping bed getting ready to sleep. Everyone looked at her confused, but she then started talking. Uraraka, so guys, as you know, me and 𝗏𝗏𝗏 broke up yesterday and there was a reason for that. So let's start at the beginning, okay? Uraraka stuttered, but Deku smiled at her and gave her the thumbs up. Honestly, that was all she needed. Toga. Yeah, you better explain, Toga muttered, but no one heard her. Uraraka, I was the one who started it. I cheated on Deku and lied about the abuse, about everything. The class all looked shocked and confused. Uraraka. I know it was wrong of me. I thought if I was doing things with 𝗏𝗏𝗏 I would feel more older than I was. In the end, I was wrong and I made a mistake. I saw how bad Deku felt at first and I didn't care, but now I realize that I care more than anything about that old friendship I cherished with him. Deku was my boy best friend and I missed training with him, having lunch with him, and hanging out with him in general. I knew I would have consequences, but I don't care. The main thing is that I want to make things right with everyone, including the Fab 7. You all had no part in this and I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess. I hope you all forgive me. Everyone looked at her and Toga looked at her annoyed. She knew that Uraraka meant well, but she didn't want to give her Deku up just yet. Izuku walked up to the front of the room and looked at her. He walked behind her and gave her a hug which made her blush but tear up at the warmth that she might never feel anymore because of a stupid act she did. Uraraka was truly jealous of Toga. Uraraka started crying. Uraraka, 𝗧𝗓𝗘𝗧𝗟𝗘. She wiped her tears but they kept on coming. Uraraka, I see, can't. Izuku smiled, which broke her heart once again. He patted her head and held hers into his ear, once again drenching his shirt. Izuku, you did good. Uraraka, you did good. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 looked at the two friends and was stunned. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, what the hell? Pink cheeks, you dumbass bitch. Izuku looked at him with daggers in his eyes. Izuku, shut up. 𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 just listened and shut his mouth. Everyone was too shocked to speak, including the love. Kirishima was the first one to talk. Kirishima, 𝗧𝗓𝗏. It was false and no really. 𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏. This whole time we've. I thought. Todoroki teared up. Todoroki, why am I crying? Izuku just sighed. Izuku, guys, it's okay, I'll forgive you, but I don't think I'll be your friend. You guys said some pretty harsh insults. Everyone looked at him, regretting everything minus 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Izuku picked up Uraraka and laid her on the beanbag chair in the classroom. Since she fell asleep, he walked up to Toga and she just stared at him. Izuku, now one more thing I have to say. Since Uraraka decided to reveal her secret, he picked up Toga and told all of OV to walk up with him to the classroom. Aizawa got up curious and stood next to Mina watching them. Toga, put me down, you cheater. Izuku sighed and her, which made her blush, and started daydreaming about his BLD. Izuku, geez Toga, you're so bratty. When he said that name, everyone was shocked. Aizawa, Himiko. Toga, the villain. Dabi looked at him like asterisk, what the hell, dude? Asterisk. Izuku just looked back like, listen here, I got this. Geeton and the rest of the LOV, minus 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗓𝗏, who was in the support course, looked at him waiting for a response. Izuku, guys, we're the League of Villains. The LOV stared at him and said at the same time, minus Toga, who was still daydreaming, and Geeton, who just doesn't care about anything he does as long as he continues to stay his friend, Dabi, Shigaraki, and Jean, dude. Izuku, guys, we're the League of Villains. The LOV stared at him and said at the same time, minus Toga, who was still daydreaming, and Geeton, who just doesn't care about anything he does as long as he continues to stay his friend, Dabi, Shigaraki, and Jean, dude. Dabi, Shigaraki, and Jean, dude. The class stared at the group in shock. Mina, 𝗓𝗏𝗏, stop joking. Izuku, but I'm not joking. Shigaraki sighed. Shigaraki, I guess I have to go along with this, man. It was fun while it lasted. Tamura called 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 and he ran to 1A. 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. What seems to be the problem? Shigaraki, turn off the quirk that changed our looks. 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. 𝗓𝗏? But MST, or why would I do that? Shigaraki, they know. 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 looked surprised but nodded as he turned the quirk off. Everyone thought Midoriya was joking but was surprised when they saw them in full action. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, L-League. What the hell do you? Ida, Aizawa. Do something. Aizawa, they didn't try anything yet. The least we can do is listen to them. Ida sighed. Kaminari, this doesn't mean anything. Just because Deku's friends are villains doesn't mean he is. Izuku, what do you mean? Izuku pulled out his mask that was sitting in his pocket. He cheerfully waved the mask over his face. The class recognized that face all too well, as it was the face that caused riots in the city and fear. The face of a villain who kills people who aren't worthy as human beings. The face that thinks everything is a game, and the face of a psycho. This psycho was named Cryptic. Everyone in the class started talking loudly at the same time, which caused multiple people from UA to see what was going on. Midnight, hey! What's going on? Midnight stared into the classroom, which frightened her. A room of villains and Midoriya right next to them. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 sighed as he knew it was going to be cramped. He teleported everyone to the training field. Aizawa. Problem child, you're joking. You're not him, you're not Cryptic, this is just a big fat hoax, right? Izuku, hoax. Man, you guys really don't believe me. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 outfit change, please. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 used his other quirk, outfit change. He's a butler after all. He changed Midoriya's outfit. Aizawa. That's not something Cryptic would wear. Izuku, I see. You're more used to the calm and collected Cryptic, huh? Can't blame you. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. Once again he changed Midoriya's outfit. He wore the same mask but with a top hat and gun in his pockets that read Cryptic's, same with 2 knives in his pocket that read Cryptic. Izuku. Kuro, I think I really like this one. Actually, he spun around and got tackled by Toga. Izuku. Toga, are you okay? Toga, Aizu, you look so cute with that on, but even better if you didn't have it on. I don't know which I like more. Izuku sighed and smiled at his girlfriend, who was now laying on top of him like a cat. She reminded him of one in many ways. God, did he love this cat-eyed vampire. Izuku, if you still don't believe me, then look at this UA. He put Toga's hair in the 2 little buns that she usually had and picked her up. Izuku, Cryptic's dating Toga. Look who it is. Yes, it's Himiko, but it's Himiko Toga. Izuku, her, and everyone was staring at the 2, flabbergasted. Never did they think this was going to happen today. Uraraka woke up from being asleep on Aizawa's back, confused. She looked at the situation, confused. Uraraka, what is the LOV doing here? Aizawa. More like, what is the Fab 7 doing here? 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 put on his hoodie that represented his villain uniform. All Might, what's going on here? He walked outside and saw the LV All Might and Liberation member 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, most of all Cryptic. Izuku, hey, it's All Might. I haven't seen you in months. All Might looked confused. All Might, don't talk to me like we're friends, young villain. Izuku, but I'm your successor. I thought we were supposed to be friends. All Might. Successo. All Might stopped talking and walked up to the villain in shock. He pulled his mask off, which revealed his successor. Everyone was murmuring in shock, saying things about the LOV and the Fab 7. People were recording them, and everyone probably knew that the Fab weren't innocent anymore. The group was probably blowing up even more than normal. All Might, young Midoriya. Inko was watching the news from home in shock. She couldn't believe her son was a villain. Izuku, hey, give that back. That mask looks really cool on me. Toga. I agree, you mask snatcher. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, why you mask a snatcher? Dabi. Ha Todoroki, how does it feel knowing that a villain is your brother? Does it hurt? Do you feel the pain? Todoroki, Titia. Dabi. No endeavor. No, all of the pros that came from the UA facility or came with All Might were shocked at what was going on. The villains got into UA and their student was a villain and was dating a psycho. Dabi is the son of the #1 hero, and the Fab 7 was not even the Fab 7. Uraraka, Deku is Cryptic's. Uraraka stared at the villain who she used to date in shock. Izuku, man, I'm getting tired from standing. Midoriya used his quirk float to sit in the air. He used super telekinesis to grab chairs from the classroom and drag them outside and put them on the ground. He then used black WHP to grab the LOV and sit them in a chair each. Izuku, geez, that was a lot of work. Twice. 𝗧𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘, no one told you to do that. Izuku quickly used black WHP to throw twice at a tree twice. Oi. Izuku, no one told me to do that either. At this time Deku was levitating over the ground but still was high enough for someone to walk up to him and be at eye level. Bakugo, damn it, how many DMN quirks do you have? Izuku, about 9. Maybe it was 20, I don't remember. Class 1A yelled 20. At the same time, due to being surprised, Izuku, I never really talked to All for One, but for some reason he gave me all his quirks before he died. I ended up giving some to the League, but I don't use the ones he gave me unless needed. Shigaraki. What? He gave you all his quirks. That's not fair at all. Izuku. Well, too bad you're not his son, are you? Mount Lady. His son. Izuku. Oh hey Mount Lady. Can I have my third knife back, please? All Might, give me my power back. The purpose of OFA was to defeat the power of AFO. You don't deserve it. Izuku. You don't deserve it, you're the one who killed him. You were only supposed to destroy his quirk, not him as a person. That was someone, Dad, you know, and that was Inko's husband. He had a purpose as a villain. Everyone stared at All Might, disgusted. All Might. You would have killed him too. God damn it, Uraraka. That's not right, All Might. Uraraka walked up to Toga, which surprised her. Toga, what are you doing? Uraraka hugged Toga and all of the LOV members. Uraraka, these guys have a purpose in this world and you guys don't understand it. They tried so strong to be a hero and they don't deserve the hate. Bakugo, what the hell are you doing, Pink Cheeks? Uraraka, the right thing, Aizawa. Get away from those insane people. Uraraka. No, all of a sudden the LOV and Uraraka got teleported somewhere. It seemed like a dream. A void of darkness. Hello villains. Izuku, what the hell is going on? Toga, what's happening? You realized your purpose as a human in this world. Faced many challenges and will be sent to a world where you will find more people like you in the universe. One. Uraraka, was this world just a test? What happened? This reality you experienced was a dream. You will be sent to the real reality and face similar challenges as an individual. You all will have to find each other in the new world and you will remember each other from this bracelet. The random person gave them a bracelet that demonstrated their quirks. Deku was a limited symbol standing for limited quirks. Toga was a cat symbol standing for the power of a cat. Uraraka had a symbol standing for a star that reminded her of gravity. Giton's was ice and Dabi's was blue fire. Twice was A and Shigaraki was a hand. Kurogiri was a purple circle that looked like a portal. Dabi. Whoa, what the hell? I thought this world was real. Was everything a lie? The world is a simulation of what the real world should be like. Everything was real in your eyes. If you think the world that you were in was real, then that's up to you. We chose more than 5 billion people to be in the real world based on their realness as a human being. To balance the world out, we needed these people. Shigaraki, I see. Uraraka, I was chosen. Why? You're realistic, Uraraka, huh? That's all I can say for now. Begone mortals. With the drama you have created, Uraraka, it's good for the real world. The person teleported them to the real world. First OFA holder. Hopefully they can figure it out.